not even gonna fake the funk. 5 minutes goes by. 5 minutes goes by real fast. And due to, not atypical shenanigans, I ended up late somehow again. That's how we do. I turned everything on at about 11:45. I usually like to be a little more on time than that. And then I spent all of the time clicking through OBS windows trying to figure out how. Okay, OBS stays up. It's right there. But if I move the chat to any other window, and I run chat on window 2, if I move the chat to any other window, it minimizes as soon as I click to that window. So, okay, here's where you all are, right? Looking into infinity. There's our guy. There's chat, and there's my live previews. There I am. And then there's the Wheel of Names, right? As soon as I click on Wheel of Names, chat and everything disappears, which makes things not great for having to copy names over. Yeah, there's probably an app for it. Oh, my sweet setup is brought to you courtesy of, if you saw on the bottom of the monitors, Amazon Basics by AOC. I have very low requirements of the monitors that I keep in my workshop. And these Amazon Basics 27-inch have front controls, which is plus point. They're thin, again, plus point. They have all the inputs on the bottom, all of them. DisplayPort, HDMI, USB-C, all the controls underneath. And 100 by 100 Visa mount, all the stuff I was looking for, and they're $90 a piece. So I was running an Acer, which would like to turn itself off every once in a while due to some sort of power save thing. I've not noticed the Basics at all do any manner of power save shenanigans because we know that these panels are like 18 watts, but for some reason, it's the Europeans. They have to, if they don't sense an input signal for 5 seconds, they turn off. My Acers in the house are absolutely notorious for it. They are absolutely horrible about it. They turn off. Like, if I'm not using monitor 2 and it just doesn't detect an input, the monitor will switch off and then come back on. When are we going to see a tire tester at Cabs with Woody? So far, Dusty has been doing a great job on the tire tests. I haven't seen a Class 1 yet that looked like it really needed a ton of weight crushing down on it. Now, I do have a set of Class 1s inbound somewhat currently. And most anything, not the trenchers notwithstanding, but most any G8 Class 1 tire is probably going to need that weight. What are my thoughts on the FMS Canyon Crawler? I think if you want one, you should buy a Yikong 4107 with the Nissan Patrol on it because it doesn't look as hideous. And I'm pretty sure that the old 4107s, I don't know about the new ones now, but I'm pretty sure the old 4107s had metal chassis rails. And the FMS Canyon has plastic chassis rails. I mean, technically, if you drill down into it, carbon fiber or plastic chassis rails, but not like that. Not like that. We live in America. We don't worry about energy conversation. That's absolutely right. Listening in at my daughter's jogathon. Jogathon. Is that where people pay them to for per lap? A trick to get kids to walk? Yeah, he's not wrong. Mr. Truitt says one speaker from above is worth more than the whole monitoring system. Can I, are they too high? Do I have enough slack? Yeah, I get enough slack. So up there, Klipsch KV1089s, and then the rest of it is all Nakamichi, and there's Nakamichi inside too. And then there's more shenanigans up there. There's where Baseline lives, and there's Woody, and there's Wolverine. That's where they live. Good luck, Cat. You know, the usual stuff. I bought those speakers over 30 years ago. We taking bets on who wins the truck? I mean, it's going to be somebody with a YouTube channel, right? Pretty sure the Yukon didn't have metal rails because they needed to make those weird bends to make room for the brake system and stuff. I would have to go back and watch my own episode, but if the 4107 had had plastic chassis rails, I feel like I would have noticed. Thank you, Jimbo, for the 5. Saw a guy reviewing the FM scan, and he said the plastic rails were an upgrade to stiffen the chassis. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, to get the equivalent strength of steel from plastic, the rails would have to be like 3/4 of an inch thick. That's ridiculous. We run a C-channel steel chassis because of the strength of a C-channel steel chassis. I mean, C-channel steel is stronger than aluminum. It's much stronger than aluminum flat plate. It's stronger than carbon fiber flat plate because it's a C-channel. Excited to see who wins the giveaway. What content farming dumb idea was the dumbest? Everybody keeps suggesting reverse mullet with a portal in the front and a straight axle in the back. And guys, it's going to be bad, really bad. Not only that, because it's not just about the clearance. It's about the fact that the portal axle makes the vehicle it lowers the tendency to do this, to flop over backwards. If you put a portal in the front and a straight axle in the back, it's going to want to do that more. Well, I mean, it also makes me want to try it, but wizard? You have to be a wizard, right? Oh yeah, Canyon Trail chocolate chips on a towel with the worst compound? Yeah. To get the candy corn, and I know a bunch of people were like, actually, a candy corn is orange in the middle. And every time I read that comment, it was like, I don't care. I genuinely don't. I hate candy corn. So I just did a Google image search. I did a Google image search for candy corn. And candy corn is indeed yellow on the one end, white on the other, and orange in the middle, which is now arguably more offensive to me. Like, it should go orange, yellow, white. Like, it should be orange at the back. It looks fine. This is all Glidden. This is Glidden Max Flex throughout. And what I have noticed about the Glidden Max Flex is that one, I painted it wrong. I painted yellow first, then orange, and then white. Should have just started with the white. The overspray in the front up here was so bad that I took paper towels and alcohol, and apparently before this paint has set up all the way, you can just wipe it out. So it has a little bit of a chunky edge at the front. This is definitely a sub 1 hour paint job. I don't think I was painting this for 30 minutes because seasonally we get this time of year right about Halloween where, like, today the high will be 90 degrees today. I have fans on, like, it's going to be warm. It was almost 100 on Wednesday. Like, it gets this time of year fairly normal desert stuff because it is the key that to the fact that we don't have fall. We go straight into winter. The winter is coming. Like, one day we'll get up and the forecast high is 58. That's just how it's going to be. The candy corn factory doesn't put that much effort into looks. No, I don't believe that they do. I keep forgetting to turn this off. So I've got stuff to keep my hands busy as I was digging through the how do you ever the giveaway? How do you enter the giveaway? I'm going to guess that's what it means. You just need to be a channel member, and then we need to make sure that you're on the wheel. Chris White's today is 46 and cloudy. Yeah, no. Our overnight low was 59. We entered the next step. Belgium Post doesn't ship to the U.S. anymore as long as input taxes aren't cleared out. We can still ship to the ROTW. Summer straight to winter friggin' sucks because I love fall. Southern California sucks in that regard. Yeah, I mean, if you go to the right place, if you get up in altitude, you can find some places at least where the leaves change colors. Do reverse malt with small tires in front and big tires in rear, diffs at same height. I mean, I gotta figure out like how would that best be facilitated, because we're going to need, I guess, TRX4 front, because that's basically reverse rotation. I don't want to have to jump through 74 hoops. Speaking of the Glidden Max Flex, I got a cannon that sprays horribly. I basically have to hold it upside down to get it to spray. Have you had that happen? I have not. I've had a lot of paints just behave badly. But I haven't had a bad can of Max Flex yet. It's not outside the realm of possibility. I would take it back to where I bought it and say, this can is messed up. And they'll go, okay. And they'll just give you a new can. But manufacturing defects are definitely not out of the realm of possibility. A lot of work for a dumb view. Yeah. It's 1,000% a lot of work for a dumb view. Okay, he's not there. Yeah, close enough. Close enough. If you got to hold it upside down, the inner straw fell out. Yeah. Yeah. I can't even find that Max in Michigan. I had never seen the Glidden Max Flex prior to about 2 months ago. And I was at Home Depot. Why was I at Home Depot? Oh, Behr. The Behr spray paints, obviously, only carried there. And I saw the Glidden Max Flex, and it said for use on vinyl, fabric, et cetera, et cetera. And I was like, oh, so have they made themselves a Duplicolor-esque, and it's much cheaper. So I bought a handful of cans in the basic colors and was like, oh my God, it works. So then I drove down to the Super Ghetto Home Depot and bought almost all of the rest of the colors, except for the ones that we can't find here. For whatever reason, they don't have the blue here. Like, I've never seen a can of the blue Max Flex, which is what I used on this. This is vinyl and fabric, and then all Max Flex on. 2 fades in a row. So I guess my next one isn't a fade. Can I be put in for the giveaway, or I am exempt? Have you ever won anything before? Finally got my shipping notification from Hobby Wing. Hey. What was your thought on Basis because Amazon sells it series? I feel like I already do that. Like, if it shows up on Amazon, I pretty much end up buying it because the price is so low. Oh, you won Buffalo Bill? Well, then, yeah. Yeah, you are, by the rules, it's supposed to be exemptions equals has gotten something, has a YouTube channel. You've got a lot to answer for. My wizard turned up Monday. Ah, it's so good. I feel like you're going to enjoy it. I believe I need to be taken off the wheel unless we want to see if I win it for fun. I mean, I can. And Corduroy Guy got his Hobby Wing Elite. I'm not even going to bother to try to buy another one for a long time. Mostly because I don't have an immediate application. November 1st is my work anniversary. I only use 9 of my 15 vacation days, so I just got a fat 6-day bonus check. Gonna get brass from a wizard. Oh, nice. Yeah, A-Main. I feel like A-Main is waiting for stock forever. Yes, CK Graphics is kind enough to point out, if you were here last week, you're on it. You're on it. And if you're gray, you can't be on it. That's how that works. I gotta find my, there it is. So there are definitely varying degrees of quality when it comes to the fridge mat. I miss my, like, the Blue Apple stuff is okay, but I really miss my old-timey with the two vegetables hugging each other. That was the best. That was the best of the fridge foam. Some of this newer stuff, it's just too porous. I gotta dig out enough to make 4 of them. These are already pre-cut. I think they're too long. I can cut them down though. Yes. So we'll make a big old mess here. Did you remember to order the RC license plate? Absolutely not. Can I be added back to the wheel? Like to add on to what CK Graphics said, we'll start putting people on the wheel at like, I don't know, like 1 o'clock or so, in like 45 minutes, because otherwise people are going to ask to be added multiple times. Do you need more of the original foam? I am down to, this is the foam from Israel. I'm going to try to use this because there are not just thickness differences, but there are definite density differences. You can tell, look at these two up against each other. You can tell, like, you can barely see through this one, and like this is like a window screen. Now, I mean, it is useful for, and then this is stuff from Norway, I think. Look at that one. Also, there's thickness differences, density differences. Gold Rush full kit mullet versus VP mullet. Well, if you do the Gold Rush kit, your opinion will be in the right place. I'm all in for A-Main opening a SoCal location warehouse. Oh, boy, would I. Connor Davis, the wheel is for that. For that over there. That's going to somebody today. That was built specifically for a giveaway for today, for the Halloween giveaway. That's why it looks like a candy corn. So I have to recut some of these down. We'll see what I got. Like I said, we're going to make as big of a mess as possible. Like even these, even among the same stuff, there are definitely 2 different densities here. And I'm just going to use whatever I find 4 of the same density first. There we go. There we go. And then for the outer, I'm hoping I only have to do 1 wrap. We're going to go with, I think this is Blue Apple. The Blue Apple is the closest. It is a little lower density. Mr. Davis, in about 45 minutes, we will say, if you were here last week, you're on the wheel. And if you weren't here last week, we will add you to the wheel. That's how we'll do it. So, I need to disassemble one of these wheels right quick. Is Hugo leaving again? Man, he was here. Well, he was here for almost 20 minutes. That's something. It makes sense. They'd be going to dinner at like, what is it in your, well, you guys fell back already, right? So it's like 8 o'clock in Spain. I'm one of those weirdos that likes candy corn. Ah, like eating a candle. Wax, like eating a candle. Yeah, I think 2 wraps. Yeah, 2 wraps ought to do it. Yes, Mr. Computer Guy, yes, indeed. The 15th should be absolutely fine. I should not be beholden to do. There's nothing that I'm aware of that I would be beholden to do on those days. Two wraps? Yeah, 2 wraps should do it. Are we waiting until after the draw until we do gift memberships? Oh, Charles, you showed your hand. It seemed like that's what people were conspiring about on the Discord. They're like, don't gift any free memberships until, don't give out any gift memberships until the giveaway because people are trying to improve their odds. I mean, I don't know how much it's going to improve your odds. Another tutorial for you dyeing plastic parts. I mean, I could. Oh, hey, look at that. 2 computer guys. I thought all computer guys knew each other. Most gift memberships go to people who don't watch. That would be true. If not for the fact that we had on non-overlapping, non-consecutive weeks, we had 132 roll off in one week and 136 roll off in the other week. So if you are looking for an improvement in odds, this is the week for it, because we have some kind of imposter, because we've had the I have the lowest member count in like 10 weeks. Big rolls. So that would trend indeed to someone saying that the people who get memberships aren't the people that watch. There might actually be something to that. We can't have our man on the carpets. I've always said to myself at these giveaways, if I win it, I'm not going to change a thing. I doubt that anything that's ever been given away here is in the form that it was when it was given away. I doubt that to a great degree. Most things that get given away, when I see, say, later an image where somebody posts it on the Discord or something, it's basically, it's not the same thing anymore. So when I'm giving something away, it is full. It's full Elsa mode. Whatever people choose to do with it on their own time with their own money. I'm not going to be like, I can't believe they took apart look what they did to my boy. It's absolutely fine. I have no expectations. I mean, what do we do when we buy rigs? Like, we start taking them apart. Now, I do think that old Candace over here drives really nice. And surprisingly, that's the best I've ever gotten feel out of those stock. Oh, no. Oh, no. Out of those, the Slick Rock 35 turn and that terrible speed control. Like, it's actually drivable. Drove it again this morning for a minute and couldn't believe, oh man. We could probably pry that tire off around it. I didn't even pay attention. This is the downside. This is what happens. Yeah, you heard that fifth one. That fifth one was all thumb. There was no fastener there at all. That was all thumb. Boy, I really rounded that one out. This might be slot cut with a Dremel territory. Button heads won't be. Oh, that was 2. I got the thumb twice. Now you know why I use the tiny hammer. Come on. Come on. Look at this. Okay, that screw is just in there forever. That screw is in there forever. Okay, I'm moving my hand this time. And it's carbon. We can't even put heat to it. There's nothing left. There's nothing left. I didn't pay attention to that one when I grabbed it out of the drawer. Let's try the bigger one. You want to add to, like, if you feel like nailing yourself, oh, Negosaurus right here. It won't, you cannot physically grab a button head. There's nothing to grab. We're going to have to grind it. It's halfway through that thought. Oh, you nail yourself in the thumb several times with a tiny hammer, so it's not too bad. And then when you have the Negosaurus and you're really gripping it, you don't notice that your finger has gone right there. That your finger, a little bit of finger meat has gotten in between the handles. And then when it slips, your finger goes right in there. And then you forget all about hitting your thumb with the hammer. I don't know how I got this thing down so tight. Yeah. Dremel it is. Dremel it is. Oh. Don't let me forget. No, I can't use a soldering iron. It's carbon fiber. Don't let me forget. Everybody who's green will probably know. We've got the full takeoffs. The MG6 with the 2-in-1, with the motor, with the lighting module, and then the weird mid-height servo. We have all of that twice. And you know what? It's not terrible. They're not terrible. They're not suited to the application. Trail rigs are all on 2 radios, and it's staying that way. So that stuff, the rigs came out of the boxes and the parts came off. I know I've got I got a diamond wheel. All right, we're gonna start off with flathead screwdriver. Only nicked the wheel once. Did the wife see her surprise yet? No. No. I got my slot so narrow, I can't fit the screwdriver in it. Do I have a skinnier flathead? Oh, I do. I've got a Shimano. I got a little Japanese one. That screw head is just coming apart. All right. that 2.5 or is that 3mm? 2.5. All right, here we go. Just got to find a cobalt or a carbide. Did I only buy 2.5s? I did. 3mm cobalt, 3mm cobalt. Oh, you'll never get a vice grip on that. If you can't grab it with a Negosaurus, you're not getting a vice grip on it, period. Look at the, so, Dremel to slot, the screwdriver just bent the metal out of the way. So that is a no-name fastener. It is very, oh, I didn't even realize this fell down. It is very dead now. This is why I need more cameras. Okay, that these are the risks of just buckets of fasteners. That went through that head as quickly and as easily as I've ever seen one go through a head. Now the question is, do we have enough to get the stub out? Yeah, I don't know what, why was that so seized? Came right out. Came right out. All right, look at us. Next time we mount that, we just flip it around so that the ugly so that the ugly side's on the inside. That's how we do that. How far are you from Buena Park? Not far. Hour? About 50-ish miles, give or take. You know, those FMS servos aren't too bad. The top mounting is just funky. Yeah, no, the servo actually looks fine. I was already changing everything out. Like, what are we gonna do? You know, I did servos and fusions, and my goal is genuinely to modify those things as little as possible and use them as they is. Do you have an Amazon link for some of those cobalt drill bits? I looked up a while back and they seem to be kind of iffy. Yeah, I can send you a link to the set that I bought. They work absolutely fine. I don't think I'm going to get the same life out of them that I would get out of, like, proper cobalt bits. But some of those cobalts are $5-6 a piece. And I want to say, when I got my set, it's 1.5 through 6 in 0.5 millimeter increments. So it goes 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5. It goes like that. It was like $13. So, am I getting rid of the carbon wheels? No. I don't give everything away, folks. Not every. I have to keep. Some things I have to keep. What we're not doing is leaving carbon wheels on rusty because they look god awful. Mr. Hazelton has a situation with membership. I'm going back to green, but I can hear and watch the member stuff. Huh. A lot of the cutting out issues we were having with the LC80 was stock servos cutting out and restarting. Oh. Yeah, I can't. Like membership stuff is so kept separate from the content creator. We can't even see most of it. Transmitter or receiver. Let's say you could get either one for $100. Radiolink RC8 or an MT12. Wanted to get something to run dually SC. Personally, I would do the RC8 because the RC8 literally has a setting called dual motor. And if you, okay, King Kong, if you have a drone background and you're familiar with Edge TX, then maybe the MT12 is a better choice. But I would say for the average person, the average jabroni like myself, for dually SC, you cannot beat the RC8. It's just in the functionality. Stephen Turner with a 20, just throwing down the 20. Oh, yeah, no, yeah, we're replacing the carbons, yeah, with some well, I went ahead and dismounted them. I haven't bought anything. I haven't spent any money. Yeah, CK Graphics is 100% right. The RC80 is easier. The MT12 needs an associate's degree. Yeah. Yeah, but like they're right. I've seen a couple names on there that are people that have appeared in the chat. But for the most part, I think it's going to add a couple people to the wheel, 4 or 5 people on the wheel. Nate is asking the question that I've been asked, like, I don't know, 700 times. If you manage to get the Hobby Wing 10BL80 and the Outrunner to go with it, either you were supplied one by Hobby Wing or you've been exceptionally lucky ordering either from, I don't know, AliExpress, wherever. They show as out of stock, waiting for stock, coming soon, everywhere on the entirety of the internet. I've seen one video that had a decent amount of running done on it and never at any speed. I need a 30-second video of someone taking the combo, putting it in a vehicle, putting it up on a block, pulling the trigger to about 75% throttle and just holding there for about 10 seconds. That's what I want to hear. Do we get the big pulse width noise out of the ESC? Do we get the scream out of the motor? What does it sound like? If you drive any system at 5% throttle, it's going to be quiet, except for Castle. But I still have no idea what it sounds like. I don't know how he did it, but my hobby shop in France has 6 in stock. Apparently, Hobby Wing sent them all to him. You cannot get an Elite here now. Like, you can order one off AliExpress, roll the dice. Yeah, they should clear just fine. Oh, yeah. We're kicking it old school. We're bringing in the old school. But before we kick it old school, I had enough money to buy either that setup or buy an Elite. And I have a drawer with 3 or 4 Outrunner setups in it. So I went with the Elite because I wanted to see what all the hoopla was about. AliExpress is fine. Got my Hobby Wing Pro and my Yukon. Wasn't just an empty box of the picture. But every time you put that order in, you have to be thinking of it just a little bit. You have to be thinking, is this the one? Is today my day? 30. Dead 30. This is luxuriousness. If you can do. I mean, get yourself a... Didn't we all want the big guillotine paper cutter? Haven't we all wanted one of these? Now, cutting this foam is a little tough to get it straight. And they've all gone to where, like, they're all safe now. Remember when it could just cleave your arm off? I think we all miss it a little bit. Then, so if you want the full nuclear option, you go with the real. You go with the real carpet tape. Carpet tape that is paper thin, extremely adhesive. This is the new meta for me. So when you do a class 1 Canyon custom, you have to do quite a bit of cutting. So what I do is I go past by about 1.5 inches. We go to right there. I didn't quite cut that quite as long as I would have liked to have. Then, before we peel the backing, we get our scissors all glummed up, and we go around and we cut this to width. I like to cut this tape a little bit longer than I did. This is the first one, so we'll do better next time, promise. And because these inserts, the class 1 inserts are about 30 millimeters wide, it pretty much lines up with one of the little red strings on the tape right there. Cut that off, leave that right there, kind of stands it up a little bit. Go Dremel, go razor knife, get the backer started, press that down. These are one and dones. You build this once, and there's no going back. Because once this tape adheres to all of the relevant parts, it is adhered. Right about there, looks about right. Edge tuck. We give it a little roll. Then, here's the fun part. We take this part that we cut off. What we do is we look at where the gap is, and I start just past it like that, so that we're not accidentally leaving a double gap. And see, this is why I like to go about 1 inch over, because if I'd cut that a little long, we would have a good lap to the tape. Oh, and then we need our full sheet. We need our blue apple sheet. We'll go to about, I think, let me double check. Yes. Yes. This stuff's a little thinner, a little easier to maneuver. And I like to go to about 30, I guess that's 32. I think they only have increments of every 2 millimeters, which makes sense. Ka-chow! Then the same thing, we get this started. This is also a good way to maintain sanity. If you go and you cut all of your tapes and you cut all of your stuff at the same time, you get closer to madness. So what I do is I build one full insert at a time. And then we pick a spot. We look for where the lap is, and it is right there. So I'm going to start here. We go around the rest of the way. Then, because of the width of the blue apple, it's pretty darn close. And we'll cut that off right here. Again, give it a little roll. And that should be our guy. Should be our guy. Let's see how. Let's see what kind of fitment we've got on our Tusky. No better way to make scissors useless than some sticky residue. Hell yeah. I have the what is it, goof off in a big squeezy bottle, because these guys have already got the oh yeah. Already got the sticky snots. That's also a great ad for $3 scissors. My buddy picked up the Hobbywing Outrunner set at Proline 85. His Three Brothers Yellow Jacket and ESC died day one of Proline. I don't recall it being exceptionally loud. Yeah, I just want to hear. I mean, they're like basically gone are the days of the loud Outrunner, unless you're running Castle. J Concepts Tusk versus Proline Aztec Predator on a patrol. It's pretty much Tusk all day. The Aztec suffers from... The Aztec is just kind of a Trepidor. It's a little bit different, but it's a Trepidor. And as such, it's not really very good at rock crawling. The Trepidor is a fantastic tire, unlike something like an FMS FJ40, which doesn't do a lot of hardcore rock crawling. But I would say Tusk all day. Also, bonus, the Tusk being in J Concepts Green is going to have a wider range of useful temperatures. Predator is really going to fall off above about 80 degrees Fahrenheit. And if ZAR, if people have said, is South Africa, yeah, you're definitely going to want green rather than Predator. Predator likes Scotland. I think Scotland is going to like Predator. It wants cold, damp, haven't seen the sun in months. That's what Predator likes. So a hand-me-down from Crunk, because I did the measurement, and these have even more positive offset than what was on here before. I want to say these are like 18 millimeters. So this should narrow our man up about 3 millimeters per side. Hey everyone, how y'all doing? Won't be here everyone, just checking in. I guess I'm getting tusks again. Yeah. Or try some hunks. You know, if you can get them. Try some hunks. Hunks would be great. The hunk is the J Concept Swamper, basically, if you like a Swamper pattern. Now I do remember this about these. You gotta use some grunt to get these on here. So Michigan as well as Scotland. Michigan is very Scotland. I use the silicone inner rings for... Oh, these are Ally Express specials that were sent in. You can find these little narrow foams with either black rings or blue rings. I just built a setup with the blue rings. They are EVA foam, and there is absolutely nothing special about them. They are literally... Where's the pile of rings? Like, it is literally a ring. There's no ridges, there's no finishing, there's no nothing. So for these purposes, they're pretty great. Expecting trick-or-treaters tonight? Oh, absolutely. For sure. O'Neill says that the Hobbywing combo makes about the same noise as a Crawl Master and a 540. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, yeah, rock blocks. Bossman? Bossman or Crawlers? Rock Block or Baja Boss? Rock Block might be great on a 4107. And if you're never going to go rock crawling with it, Proline G8 is the new meta for me, because they run forever. They just don't wear out. If you're doing mixed use, if you're going on rocks at all, I recommend green. Green is a better go. That's why on our growing trailing fleet, wow, those really, look how straight the sidewall is on those tusks. How did we manipulate? What did we do? Hey, Hugo's back. Despite your dislike of the LC80, I got it for the pretty pass. Slapped on a Fusion, B-Locks, and J Concepts now. Oh, yeah, I mean, if you put a slower motor on, and they've fixed the axles in the meantime, I mean, the ones that I got, I had to make sure she's not here. I got two of the Land Rovers, and they're basically the same thing. They have reconfigured the gearbox a little bit. No, we're still 106, 107, but we did get skinnier, like 37. That is skinny. Are those real rhinos? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. These are hot storms from Amazon when you could still get hot storms on Amazon. Oh, yeah. Oh, we tucking. Oh, this is wheel nuts, wheel nuts, wheel nuts. This is best case scenario. I got 10 hours and about 6 kilometers so far, no issues. Oh. Oh, he means the LC80. Yes. Yeah, as long as you have your endpoints set nice and conservatively, you should be fine. But that front end, I should not be able to turn this much. Rusty is going to be, oh, he's going to be happy. He's got matching drive shafts now, which he didn't during the swap episode. I just ordered another Mias. There's so much. We still haven't, someone remind me. Somebody remind me to fix that. That mesh is definitely too tight. Let's see. Oh yeah. We're back, baby. That's the same, that's about the same attitude he had on the 393s. It should be good. A little baggy on the sidewall. I probably could have cut the fridge mat a little, just a hair thicker. But because of my burgeoning OCD, you can bet, you can put it in the bank that we're going to cut the second one exactly like we cut the first one. We can make the other two wider. Oh, Casey got his stickers. What's crazy is one of the guy in the UK. I sent someone in the UK stickers, and they already got them, and that's wild because that means it was only like 5 days. Brap, yeah. They changed the gearbox slightly, so they've lowered the. There's a bit more gear reduction in the Landy series than there is in the LC80. It's a little bit better on the straight axles, but on a 1200 is about right. An 1800 is real hot. Oh, it's Halloween. What's everyone's favorite horror film? That's a good question. That's an excellent question, and that'll give me a minute to... Oh, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. I bought some hot storms, and they arrived in an Anjora bag. Yeah, nobody makes anything anymore. How does one go about getting CC stickers again? You send me an email. Crawler Canyon Gmail, and I will send you some. I see you've been playing through Borderlands 4. Have you played Space Marine 2? Oh, it's so expensive. I almost bought it. And on PlayStation, it's like $80. And I was like, that's wild. And I spent more than that on Oh, what about me? What's my favorite horror film for Halloween? What is my favorite horror film? What is my favorite horror film? Huh. Maybe. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if I had a... I don't know if I have a flat out favorite. But I do have ones that I like more than others. And I don't think any of them are really common. Like, it's not, you know, it's not The Exorcist or Amityville Horror or anything like that. There's a movie from, geez, how far back are we talking? There is a movie from 1999. Bill Pullman, Bridget Fonda, Oliver Platt, Lake Placid. Great. I've probably watched it more times than anyone should have. Cabin in the Woods is pretty good. What was I just thinking of? Lake Placid and Slither. Nathan Fillion. I'm Bill Party. That's a great movie. Army of Darkness? Yeah. Is Lake Placid that cheesy alligator movie? How dare you? But yes, it is absolutely that cheesy alligator movie. It's so good. It's so good. Everybody in there is just competing to see who can chew up the most scenery. It's absolutely amazing. Betty White's in it. Bill Pullman gets to play the straight man all the way through. Jeepers Creepers is one of the movies that has made me as irrationally angry about a movie as any movie ever has. Because horror movies, more often than not, are often centered around people making truly consequentially terrible decisions. The people of Jeepers Creepers, that's the kid, that's Justin Long, and a girl who I can't remember. They make, unquestionably, some of the worst decisions ever made in a movie. Like, if they had made even one different decision, they live. But it was like, for every opportunity they had to make a poor decision, they absolutely did it. And it infuriates me. I love a horror movie where no matter what choices the people make, they're either saved or screwed. That's why Cabin in the Woods is so great. Because, I mean, it's the Scooby Gang. But it's got an excellent supporting cast. I feel like it's got to be like James Gunn or somebody like that directed that one. 28 Days Later is great. They get less good as they go on. But I think zombie movies are independent of horror movies. I think they're their own genre. The Hills Has Eyes is loosely based on a true story. Yeah. What is it, New Mexico? I want to say. I don't have a favorite movie, but Event Horizon is the scariest movie I've ever seen. Event Horizon is truly messed up. That is a messed up movie. I absolutely recommended. Also because, Sam Neill is just great all the time. That definitely classifies as a horror movie as well. 100%. No. Not the one with the inbred people. I'm going to have to look it up on my phone and make sure that it's right. I got an IMDb app. It's got that guy in it. He was in Red Dawn. Chris Hemsworth, 2011, The Cabin in the Woods. Oh, okay, not Cabin in the Woods. The Cabin in the Woods. 5 teens visit a remote cabin and explore its cellar, finding strange items. And then, of course, they read from the book. They make some bad decisions. Kristen Connolly, Chris Hemsworth, a bunch of people you don't know. Bradley Whitford in it. He's great. Richard Jenkins is in it. He's great. Everybody in it's great. And yeah, Joss Whedon. That's why it's Joss Whedon, not James Gunn. It's great. It's great. It really takes a dump on a lot of horror movie tropes, which I enjoy. Drag Me to Hell. Fantastic. If you've never watched Drag Me to Hell, I don't know if I would put it as I would put it in the same, if you call any of the Ash Bruce Campbell movies, horror movies, if you call Evil Dead, Army of Darkness, if you call those horror movies, then it is a horror movie. But Drag Me to Hell, absolutely, I want to say it is Sam Raimi as well. It embodies all of the spirit of all of the Evil Dead movies. And for that reason, it's fantastic. One of my favorites. I prefer paranormal rather than gore. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm not a body horror guy. My kid watches a lot of body horror. Though I did just watch The Substance. My God. If you want to watch a movie that makes you feel like you're just stuck in a fever dream, watch The Substance. Like it does, like you will at numerous points start to think that this isn't actually happening. You'll be like, this can't actually be happening, and it is actually happening. Oh, and if you like comedy horror, Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Oh, I would sincerely hope that everyone has seen Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Alan Tudyk, and I can see his face. Tyler Labine? So good. Oh, Idle Hands. Idle Hands, right up there with Tucker and Dale. Look at me, I'm Leatherface. Seth Green, Devon Sawa. So good. Yeah, Fallen with Denzel, that was good. Is The Nightmare Before Christmas a Halloween movie or Christmas movie? I would say both. Yeah, I draw the line at movies like Hostel. I was never an Eli Roth fan because Eli Roth is basically a body horror guy. And, the same with, like, the only good Saw movie was the first one. Neil Daniels hated The Evil Dead. Okay, now do you mean Evil Dead or Evil Dead 2? Because they really cleaned up and tightened the story for the second one. Yeah, Tucker and Dale is an absolute must-watch. Oh, what was the one with the silver balls that would drill into people's heads? Phantasm. Phantasm is one of those movies that does not hold up. Like, I remember those movies came out, The Tall Man, those movies came out when I was way more youthful. And, like, when I saw Candyman the first time, I was like, man, that movie's scary. And one of my kids was watching Candyman recently, and I giggled. I giggled a lot through Candyman. It was not scary to me. Yeah, Dreamcatcher with Lieutenant Dick Winters from Band of Brothers. Why can't I remember his name? Damian Lewis? Yeah, doing a non-British accent again. Yeah, Dreamcatcher is pretty good. And that's the thing with Stephen King movie adaptations, man. They can get real schlocky real fast. I liked Dreamcatcher. It gets a little weird, but it's pretty good. I've seen Dreamcatcher more than a handful of times. I would call watching Jurassic Park at a very young age a horror movie. Oh, yeah. Yeah, those dinosaurs are a little too real. Well, I've related this story before where, like, I try to get scared by things. Like, I like to see if the fear part of my brain still exists, not the self-preservation part, because there's too big of a separation where I recognize it's not real, right? My suspension of disbelief can only go so far, in spite of the fact that one of my favorite movies of all time is The Matrix. So, there you go. So most horror movies I don't find scary. So I watch them purely for entertainment value. And some definitely hold up better than others. Somebody just mentioned when you talk about The Thing, you're only talking about one movie. 1982, Kurt Russell, The Thing. Yes, fantastic. Underrated in its time, and boy has it absolutely held up. One of the great movies ever, I put. And for some reason, I don't think of it when I think of it as like a horror movie. I don't know. I guess it is. But more sci-fi? So these Mias hexes are fitting extraordinarily tight inside these hubs. Because we can, look at this. What was that? 4 full? 5? 6? That might have gone down a little too far. Okay, it doesn't look like any of the suspension is going to get in there. And now we'll have a tiny little bit. Oh, yeah. It's back where he was supposed to be. Yeah, The Shining. The Shining is great. The Shining is very Kubrick, though, is it not? Scariest thing ever seen in a movie that wasn't even a horror movie, The Screaming Bear in Annihilation. Dude, that caught me off guard in that movie. That gave you the spine chill. I mean, it did to me. Yeah, The Screaming Bear in Annihilation is messed up. Trick-or-treating in Western Washington sucked. I could never just be Spider-Man. I was Spider-Man in a rain jacket. So, like, here's what I like to think back to, right? So there's suspension of disbelief, and then there's immersion. The hardest I have jumped in my adult life was laying on the sofa with my nearly newborn son laying on my chest with a PlayStation controller held up in the air like this, and I'm laying on the sofa and I'm playing Resident Evil 2 on the PlayStation. And there's a part where you walk down a little hallway and a licker, and his tongue goes, falls through the ceiling. And when that licker crashed through the ceiling, I almost dropped my kid. Like, I needed time to recover from that, because when you're in a game, it is definitely different than just watching a movie. Like, I feel like in a movie, I guess it's more difficult to fully suspend that disbelief in a movie than like in a game, because you're playing the game, you're already immersed. And then the second time that nearly happened, if you've never seen it, I can always never remember his name, and I think my phone is still awake. So I've watched is his name Mike? Is his name Mike? His name is Mike Flanagan. I knew it. Okay. Mike Flanagan makes these little short run series that were on Netflix. I think he's got a deal with like Amazon or something now. He did Haunting of Hill House, Fall of House of Usher. He did the one where they were on an island and they were vampires. He did another one that I just recently watched. Haunting a Hill House is the best one. Okay? Haunting a Hill House is the best one. I will stand on that. There is a scene in the Haunting of Hill House that like made me stop. Like, I jumped so hard that like I felt like I stopped breathing, like I choked on my own saliva, like I stopped breathing. So shout out Mike Flanagan for coming very close to just scaring the crap out of me. I mean, the other series are pretty good, but yeah, Midnight Mass, that's the one. I feel like I actively try to avoid jump scares in video games now. I do like watching that one guy. He shows up on Instagram. He's got the best scream when he gets scared by video games. And of course, he plays all that Drek from, Steam store. Lee Jordan just said, was it the bit in the car with the two sisters driving? You know it was. And it was just, like, I would classify it as masterfully done. Because you are so invested. When I took screenwriting in college as part of my major, one of the main things that they talk about is if you're going to have two people in a car, they need to be there for a reason. So I go in expecting that, right? These two people are in a car. They're going to a location, but there's always the question that comes up in screenwriting, which is, why in the car? Okay? Because could they have this conversation elsewhere? So they were having a conversation that was well done enough that I don't know about anyone else, but I was invested, right? Like, you're invested because you're getting backstory. So you're hearing this story and the car is just kind of a background player. And then Mr. Flanagan comes out and gets you. And, I might have done the, like I might have made an ungentlemanly noise. Shout out. Cocaine Bear was pretty scary. When all of society didn't have the internet and quick access to it, and Blair Witch came out and was the first screen. Oh, okay. Hunk of love. I will state that it is very contextual. But when Blair Witch Project came out, it was playing in one theater near us, all the way down at the AMC Commerce Center 30 on the Ontario Mills Mall in Ontario, California. And it was only showing one show a day. It was showing like after the regular run, right? So the movie started at like 10:20 p.m. So you go down there, you drive down to the mall, you go there and you go in, you put your ticket. And this was still the days of paper tickets, mind you. There was no internet even really yet at the time. So we get down there, we go in, we sit down, the curtain opens, and the movie starts playing. No trailers, no let's all go to the lobby, nothing, right? Movie starts playing. Just throws you right into it. You go into it, and I feel like I'm not handing out spoilers if I tell anything about anything that happens in the Blair Witch Project, which came out, it's got to be close to 30 years ago now. Was it over 30 years ago now? It was definitely in the 90s. You get to the end, you get to the denouement of the motion picture, and the screen goes black, and the curtains start to close, and the lights come on. And the wife and I held hands tightly on the walk to the car, and then we held hands tightly on the walk to the car from the car to the house. And we didn't talk about that movie for like 2 days. It was an experience that now absolutely cannot be replicated. Like, I don't know how well the movie stands up watching it on a DVD in your house. And as such, I think it's been replaced by things like people go to those escape rooms where they actually beat the living hell out of you. You got to fill out big disclaimers and stuff that you're going to not sue the company and stuff. That is what people have in the place of movies like the Blair Witch Project. I don't like horror movies nor games. That's fine. It's fine. Yeah, It Follows was good. The two from the Racka Racka Boys, who I knew from their time visiting Corridor Crew, the boys from Australia. They did the one with the kid where he bit his own teeth out. They've done 2 movies. I can't remember the titles of either. I watched both of them with my youngest I mean, when I say youngest, I'm not making it weird for kids. My youngest is 20. Um, both of them pretty good. Is it Talk to the Hand? Is that the first one? 1999. Yeah. We had a discussion with one who had not seen it. We tried to convince him to watch the movie alone and go camping in the woods afterward. That's awesome. That is awesome. That makes me so happy. My wife and I actually canceled a trip to Moab because we were terrified we were going to leave the next day. Here's my equivalent to that. In college, I had a geology field trip during the short time when I thought I was going to become a geologist before I found out the math was going to confound me. And we went out into the forest, and we had to camp overnight, and it was a 2-day thing. And the trip was amazing. There was a can of beans in the fire. There was the whole thing. The day before I left to go on that field trip was the X-Files episode where the man was like a liver fluke, right? And he got into people's houses by coming up the toilet pipes. Does anybody remember this episode of the X-Files? Was it the Eugene Toombs one? Anyway, the day after seeing that episode, I'm out in the forest, and the only place to go to the bathroom is a single stall outhouse. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If you go in there and close the door, Liver Fluke Man is going to come right up that hole and drag you down by your man bits. I peed in the woods and held all other bodily functions for 48 hours. So that's that's as close as I can get to canceling a trip to Moab. When my brother was young, he was convinced he saw a wolf in the toilet. Well, we can't say that he didn't. Everybody's reality is 100% interpretive. And I know I've mentioned it before, but why I think that my brain doesn't work good is you can look up the years. If you look up the years, I'll tell you how old I was. My father, I said that extra loud. My father dropped me off at the cinema to watch a double feature by myself, okay? And the double feature was 2 movies. Outland, featuring Sean Connery, starring Sean Connery, and the second movie of the double feature was called Wolfen. Somebody tell me what year Outland, I want to say 82? 81, 82? Is that right? I think the closest to Blair Witch was The Ring. Yeah. We also went through, me and the wife went through a long stretch of back-to-backing. 81. Okay. So I was 8 years old. I was 8 when I saw the double feature of Outland, which is certainly the first time I have ever seen a person die from explosive decompression. And I would say the first time that I'd seen a man turn into a werewolf, but I'm pretty sure by that time I had already seen American Werewolf in London. Was that before or after 81? Was it around the same time? I know that I saw them both far too young. Far too young. But by this point, I was already full latchkey kid. So also 81. 81, a great year for me. When I was 8, about to be 9, and watched a bunch of R-rated movies. And I know a lot of people will say that they can get away with more in movies now. I don't know. Because back then, none of us had been desensitized, right? None of us had seen people actually die right? All of us came through Live Leak. So we saw Live Leak, and now the new Live Leak, Instagram, where you can go to watch people die. So we were all a little Mayberry then. Well, I didn't quite get as... Sometimes the scissors cut a little better if the if there's a little gumbus on the blade. What I need is a 4-inch pair of Teflon coated scissors, and I ain't got that. Casper gets me every year. They made children's toys from Rated R properties. Yeah. Yeah. So, being a child shut-in and starting my movies with my parents would drop me off at the movies and would have me do the collect call trick when it was time to pick me up. Dang, Jason. Like, my upbringing was on the light side for sure. Are we gonna? Does Halloween bring out the childhood trauma in us? Is that what happens? We can start to have a discussion about oatmeal. Is that where we're gonna get to? I remember the Howling. My friend and I watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre on Betamax, and that was a mistake at 7 years old. You think? Hindsight is definitely 2020 on Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the age of 7. And then I find out now that it was just all Eddie Gein. It was just all Eddie Gein. Every bad horror guy we've seen is pretty much Eddie Gein. Yeah, that was another one. Like, my kid likes the body horror stuff and horror movies. And I remember watching a documentary on Netflix, probably has to be about 10 years ago or so, on Albert Fish. What do they call him? America's first serial killer? I watched the Albert Fish one, and then I watched the one with, oh God, what's his name? He murdered a bunch of hobos and kept escaping from prison. And they finally beat him so bad after an escape that they basically like permanently crippled him. And they guessed that he probably killed like 500 people. But, you know, if you aim for a transient population, it's a lot harder to figure out how many people they actually killed. Yes, Albert Fish was the man with the needles in his groin and the one who ate kids. And after being caught, without being prompted, explained which was the best way to cook people and what kind of kids he liked eating the most. And I was like, after you've seen that, you kind of go, like, what is Jason and what is Freddy, when, like, that guy lived. That guy was real. And then you go down a rabbit hole and you start seeing all these serial guys, before they called them serial guys, spree killers. And some of the most chilling stuff I've ever seen is that series Mindhunter on Netflix, because they basically just dramatized tape recordings of interviewing, Son of Sam and all those dudes. And you're like, yeah, these guys exist. Are many of you still going to movie theaters? What is the last movie I saw in a theater? We went what I would categorize as an extraordinarily long time. I want to say we might see one movie a year. My kids go a little more. Because they have cousins that are their same age. We just went and saw something, and it must have been so good that it stuck with me. I mean, that's the thing. Who just said movie theaters are too loud? Because they are. And you have to hold it. Like, what if you need to go pee? I would rather just watch it at home. I've got a full Dolby Atmos set up in my living room, and my big OLED TV, and my subwoofers, and the bathroom is right around the corner. And not only are the snacks are inexpensive, but I believe in the sunk cost fallacy. So I believe those snacks are free because I already bought them. So I would much rather watch a movie at home. I remember that we bought the tickets. It was all four of us, had the kids with us. And again, the movie must have been so good, I've already forgotten it. And it was pretty good. Dang it. I wasn't mad about it. I wasn't mad about having gone to the theater. We went to the theater and the Victoria Gardens, so it was the nicer one, the AMC 12. Old men and 2.5-hour movies are a bad idea. Yeah, surround sound and big TV over cinema every day, yeah. The last movie I saw in the theater was either Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves, which I've seen 30 times now. It's one of the movies my wife goes to sleep to. I used to like it when they brought the snacks around in the interval. Whoa. I couldn't even finish the crime novel of the BTK. It got so bad when he would talk about his victims. Yeah. Now, we saw Endgame in the theaters, and that was Endgame in the theaters was amazing. But that was like, how long ago was Endgame now? Like 8 years ago? Hey, Mr. Cross, coming over from the other side of the world. Mr. C, can I see the paint job on the giveaway truck? Absolutely. Hey, we'll put somebody to work. She hasn't been to work all day. That's better. That's better. Look at that. That's better. Everyone saw Endgame in the theaters. Yeah. I love British name complicated. Looks like a tequila sunrise. Yeah, see, it doesn't even have to be, I want to learn how to fade colors like that. You spray one color, and then you spray the other color, and then you spray the third color. And when you have too much overspray, you wipe the overspray off with alcohol, and then paint the white. My parents did forensic autopsies for 30 counties in southwest Missouri. I saw my first one when I was 12. Movies aren't scary. Yeah. Spectrum has a big reveal coming up. I wonder if it'll be scary. Yeah, Charisma Coyote, I didn't answer. Oh, okay. As far as movies that I saw in the theater go, I have to come back to it. I got to give it to The Matrix, man. Me and my buddy, the blind guy, who was blind at the time, we used to go down and we'd go boogie boarding at Huntington State Beach, usually off season. Like we would go end of September, October, November, like, now the kids are already in school. We went down there and there was some sort of storm offshore that we didn't know about. And the waves were absolutely gnarly, like super gnarly. And the water was incredibly cold. And I had an O'Neill full suit and he had a spring suit on. And we were absolutely frozen. Have you ever been there where the bottoms of your feet turn yellow? Like the bottoms of your feet are just completely yellow? I'm assuming because there's no blood in them. And we were walking back to the car because we said we already paid $10 for parking. Parking was $10 at the time. We'd paid $10 for parking. We had to ride 10 waves each before we were allowed to get out of the water. And like we were getting that like where you're like this, where you're like shaking uncontrollably because we didn't know. We were lowering our core temperatures in our bodies. It was amazing. So we finally got out of the water and it's like 11:30 in the morning because we did not last. We gave up. So we go, hey, let's go over to the block, which is what the outdoor mall used to be called. We'll go over to the block and we'll watch that movie, The Matrix. I just heard about it. There was no, again, the internet was nascent, so there was no blitz for it. Oh, it was Keanu Reeves. When was the last time Keanu Reeves was in a movie? So we went and watched The Matrix in the theater at like noon on like a Tuesday morning, and we're just absolutely blown away. From that first scene with Trinity, you're just like, what is happening? It was like something that which we had never seen. It well and truly was. And I feel like that is gone now. I feel like it's gone now. There's, you can't sneak a movie out, right? The social media is going to catch it and grab it. I almost died in a river fed by glacial runoff. That's what we saw. We saw thunderbolts. It was pretty good. I liked it. Yeah, I'm very happy with how Candace came out. And I installed everything from the sprue packs, save for 2 items. I did not install the windshield wipers because for whatever reason, I just dropped it in the drawer here. For whatever reason, they're clear. Why aren't those black? Did they load the wrong thing into the machines? I had always heard that Avatar is just Dances with Wolves. And there is a lot of parallel there. Are you doing a candy cane paint job truck for Christmas? I could. Oh, because then we could give away candy corn and candy cane. Look what you did. My dad laughed when we watched Avatar saying the same thing. Yeah. Avatar is the last airbender. 100%. And it's got Aang in it, not Ong. And it's animated. Not whatever that guy did to us. It's Dances with Wolves with Smurfs. You know what I haven't done? I haven't done the horrible thing. You know how I can't have nuts? I can't have nuts. So the variety of chocolates, look at that poop right there. A little poop on top. What an appetizing looking candy bar. That looks like a dump. I suck all the chocolate off the almond and then I spit it out. Because I can't have it. Almond. But I like coconut. So I'll go through the work for the coconut. Well, I would get mounds, but these are fun-sized candy bars from the 9-pound Costco bag of chocolate, right? And they don't have mounds in there. They only have almond joys. So I spit out the almonds. All right. Time to put some names. Now, I saw it still goes away. Also, I'd like to point out, eating a candy with coconut and trying to talk at the same time is a tremendously bad idea. because I am choking on coconut right now. Oh my God. Usually FM has light controlling the candy cane truck. Okay. Oh. Ooh. Someone has stolen the sweet bowl I put on the porch because I can't be bothered getting up to answer the door. Nice. How many almond trees do I have growing in the yard? I will agree with Mo Trapper, dark chocolate over milk chocolate. Yeah. Have you noticed that chocolate these days has become a lot more waxy? There is chocolate that sometimes doesn't taste like chocolate. Do you get Bounty bars in the U.S.? I think we do, but they call them something different here. Ooh, LED wiper blades. Oh, and I didn't put the mirrors on. I had put the mirrors on Wiley. First run, they both sheared off. The mirrors go here, you know, Japan style. And the first tumble, it broke both mirrors off. If I can find the white. Oh, well, you don't need to see the white can, do you? Oh, wait, there you go. Oh, sorry. There it is. Bright yellow, classic orange, and white. Turn. There you go. Yeah. $7 a can. And because it was like 90 degrees outside, boy, did they dry fast. Like real fast. To the point where the front got dusted up. Oh, also, I should point out, because they swapped the cocoa butter for palm oil. There you go. Mr. Scurvy knows. If you're a coconut. Okay, so Bounty bars are mounds. How many bodies can you get from one can? Well, they're full boys. 12 ounces. You wouldn't be able to tell that these have been used. As a matter of fact, one of them, this one. This one. Right? This one. Right? This one. Try as I may. I think they forgot to put a ball in it. I don't know. It worked just fine, but I think they forgot. Whew, I'm kind of winded now. So, the usual backing stuff, glued all the bits in. This is also Glidden MaxFlex back. Don't be like me. Go lighter on the coats. Go a little bit lighter on the coats. I went a little bit heavy on the coats, and you can get, I don't know if I can see any of them. Let me see. No, I guess they laid down. If you go too heavy on the coats, sometimes you'll see a little, it looks almost like wrinkles. But I thought I had some up here in the front, and they laid down. It looks fine now. And while I was, you can put it on powder thin, but I tend to just hose it. This is basically one coat, one coat, one coat. And then I let it dry about 15 minutes, cut through the mask, did the bed, the fenders, and the inner all at the same time. Just did all the black. And it's good to go. The masks are not great with the Charisma. They use a really thick vinyl. It doesn't really want to conform. I know that on one of the windows, it's got the little frost edge. It wouldn't stay down. But asking it to go around that is kind of a lot. It's a good body. I think it's too expensive. They sell for like $48. It's a little more than I would ordinarily like to spend on a body. But we've got the decal behind the grill with the little fans and the blowers on it. It's still, I mean, I know it's a stout, but it looks real Dodge to me. And when I brought it in to paint it, and I was painting it, the first thing I did was turn it over like this, and all of the spacers fell off. So this morning, we went to the lathe, with some Delrin, and we made new spacers for it. And we made new spacers for it, and we altered the height such that, because we went to 393s, I had it spaced up a little higher for the 419s. 393s, we can bring it down a little. Boy, aiming these is a bit of a trick. And now, let me put one on it so it doesn't fall off. There's nothing wrong with a short wheelbase. It just makes the rig more maneuverable. Yeah, the spacers were 100% destined for the floor. So by lowering it, we've got my candies. We've got zero clearance. That servo is basically... That servo is against the hood. Now, you could get the body lower. No, not really. No, I wouldn't. You could, but you probably shouldn't. Yeah. Yeah, this did great on the Ghost Ride, and these are Rusty's old wheels and tires. The blind guy is in the chat. There's a in the chat it says the blind guy. And organizing the links out was not bad. This is a perfect application for a gold rush, as far as I'm concerned, because I did not have to do much. We just scooched the mount all the way to the front wizard style, still using the included panhard mount. Of course, had to remake every link, but you know, it worked out. And I had never thought of 393 on portals, but 393 on portals is great. And I have replacement bounty hunters on the way from J Concepts, because I know that they've been $10 a set for a while. But I feel like once they sell out of the ones that are $10 a set, that's the last we're going to see of bounty hunters. I don't think they're going to continue making them. They're probably soft discontinued already, which is a shame, because we don't really go under 4.19 here, and these are great. And it is I don't know, that's about standard travel. Yep. Flexes almost exactly a tire in the rear, and it flexes almost exactly a tire in the front. So 287 wheelbase is going to allow you to get away with a lot. It came out better than I had anticipated, and it has that added bonus. Look at that little pooch on the side there, because Rusty ran these for years. So these are as good as you're going to get a bounty hunter to be. And they are an absolutely inexplicable tire. Like, look how tight that lug is packed. And those stupid wheels with the lock nuts on the back, it's the only tire that they want to fit. I hate that the bounty hunters are probably being axed. About 3 sets, though. It would be great if they were a 419. Things you can say about your truck, but not your wife. Got that pooch on the side? Yes, no. If there is a pooch, it is never to be mentioned. Okay. I think pretty much everybody, Casey, directly from J Concepts. And I did this on the test for mine. Well, when I ordered mine, which is if I put 1 pair of bounty hunters in my cart, shipping from J Concepts is $12.95. So I put in 2 pairs, shipping was $12.95. I put in 3 pairs, $12.95. 4 pairs, $12.95. Added 2 more pairs of tires, $12.95. So that is the key. I've learned this key before. The key to, as long as you don't go up to the next size box, your shipping charge isn't going to change. It's going to be $12.95. So regardless, if you only order one set, that's like after tax, you're looking at $35. You can't beat that. Like that's $17.50 a pair shipped. Nobody else is going to get you tires for $17.50. Shipping is over $40 in Canada. Stevie T, if you live anywhere near the border, you need to make your American friend that's just right on the other side, and ship that to, like, Vancouver, Washington, or what's the one that's in New York, and also is it Niagara Falls? There's a Niagara Falls, New York, and a Niagara Falls, Canada, because I can ship whole rigs across this country for $30 or less. Full rigs like this. If this goes to somewhere in the continental United States, it'll probably cost like $25 to ship it. That thing to Europe, probably $70. And Canada would be really close to $70. It's crazy. Yeah. Zilla isn't Zilla right up like Vancouver? The south shore of Montreal. Vancouver, Washington is like 5 hours from Canada. Is it? I don't know. I've been to Washington twice. So, if you were here last week and you were a member last week, you're on the wheel. Vancouver, Washington is at the Oregon border? Really? Then what's this town in Washington? The one that's like, there's just water. We had a relative that lived there. I need to get a Canadian friend. See, that's what we need to do. You need to set up. Vancouver, Washington is like 30 minutes from downtown Portland. That's just confusing. That's just confusing. So, good deal. I was worried I wasn't on it. I don't see Stephen Turner on here because he's not. So I've only added 2 names today. I added Whiskers and Stephen Turner. Canadian Yeti's heading out for candy soon. Yeah. He's on there. Stevie T can be your ketchup chip hookup. Since I'm a new member, do I still get a spot on the wheel? Yeah. Your name is Jet Sevilla. And that would go right there. Still looking for that keyboard for the ample fingered. Ghost Rider 43 is correct. He is not on the wheels. Oh, did somebody say show the wheel? If you were here last week, you're on here. If you were not here last week, you're probably not on here. Richard Kendrick and Gorilla Design. Gorilla Design and Richard Kendrick is not on there. was occupied with sharpening bandy skates. Okay. Robert? It's a lot. I do a lot better if I don't try to capitalize things. Yeah, the mic does pick up my mumbling, yeah. Jason Diebold? Nope. A Jason Hackney and a Jason Lumpkin, but no Jason Diebold. And I'm sure the microphone picks up the clicking. It is absolutely, it is mumble mic time. If your name is green, you can be added. Oh, okay. Brat. I feel like I would remember adding that. Yeah. Eco 410, Connor Davis, Eddie White. Eddie White is already on there. Eco 410 is not. And I already forgot I can only remember two things at a time. Connor Davis. Connor Davis is not on there yet, but he is now. Was Jason Tetkowski not here last week? Oh, no, we already went over the Jason thing. That's the fourth Jason. So if a Jason wins, it's because they've overpopulated the board with Jasons. There's so many Jasons. Sandblasted, parentheses, trend killer. I'm just going to do sandblasted. We'll just do that. That goes right here. We'll know what that means. We'll know what that means. Reload does things. I feel like that one I remember. It's on there now. Might not be spelled right. Franco Tarantino. Yes, and I misspelled it. It's Franco Tarantino. I just took the M out. Hunkalove 75 is not. Hunkalove 75. Matthias is not. Matthias. It's okay. So there's a house up the street, and the wife and I refer to it as the house that we're just thankful we don't live next door to. It is not Kevin. Kevin has apparently settled down and found himself a woman, and Kevin's brother apparently moved away because I haven't heard his rat trap trash can of a Mustang in quite some time. But there are a couple good old boys that live 2 houses over from Kevin's house, and every single thing they own makes a loud noise. Yes, Kevin went through a bunch of them. Kevin originally had like a Fiesta with like a turbo and stuff. And then he had, he went through a series of what we in California used to call ricers. Put my name on here? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. You know what? I don't know if this is just mental suggestivity, but ever since somebody said chocolate's starting to taste kind of waxy, this Kit Kat is pretty waxy. I'm going to put it in all caps. The only other choice was Shed It. The food they give me for free at L'Oreal is pretty great, and I can grab it and eat it from home on Fridays. You're living that corporate life, man. Isn't that a conflict of interest? No, not at all. Not at all. Now, if I put my name on there 60 times, that could potentially be a conflict of interest. I'm having an amazing time during my intro, and I still have 6 months of it. Hey, I mean, free food is nice because if it's an internship, that means, wait, aren't you getting paid? Does you get money? Internships around here in America, you don't get no money. I need an intern. Somebody find me an intern. Oh, if it lands on me, I'm just keeping it. We'll give some away next week. $500 a month. Yeah, that's basically an internship. Yeah. So, I know it. So we'll do the same thing. Let's make sure that they're sorted alphabetically. Okay. I should put the blind guy on there. He already complains that he has too many rigs as it is. I do have a YouTube channel, which does help. There I am. I'm pointing at the screen. I'm right between Dead Meat and Crawler Baller. Casey Doran says he doesn't see his name, and he is correct. Oh, by the way, the wheel is currently in alphabetical order. So you can just watch it come around, and then we'll keep it in alphabetical order when we go like this. Doran. Boom. And now Casey Doran is in there and spinning around. I don't think Braden Battlebot guy is in there. No. Big old fingers. Battlebot guy. Brian Clark, J. Lobus, 351. So here, Brian Clark. We scroll down a little bit because that would be after the Jasons, after JD. Yeah, right here. J. Lobus, 351. Did I get that right? I feel like it's right. Is Andre Rosu not here? He's not. Now remember, I only do these giveaways to make people spend money, because I can cover up to a certain amount. Andre, if you weren't here last week, it was because with the computer change, the wheel got completely obliterated. We had to start fresh last week. So if you weren't here last week, you're not on the wheel. Rick's RC Crawlers. No. That would go here. I'm trying out a new technique, which is type slower. And then maybe I won't misspell as much. RC Family and Rusty Peanuts. So I know it's the RC Family, but I'm just going to do like this. RC Family. And then we only have to go down a little bit to right here to do Rusty Peanuts. Sanctus RC. Jacob Davis remembers the live stream, but does not remember the wheel. Yeah, we were typing names for like 35 minutes. HVT03, and is Jacob Davis on there? No, we got a bunch of Jasons, but no Jacob. Oh, it would actually be up one more, right? He's got 3 caps in there. That's why I don't do the caps. Who did I missed somebody. Sanctus. Sanctus RC, that's the one I missed. Which would be right here. That's close. That's close. We know what it means. Yeah, we gave one to Hugo. Ugo. Oh, that's the other one. Yeah, he's been on the wheel basically since we started doing the wheel. But then he gets all L'Oreal'd out and he doesn't show up. So that's how that works. Oh, hey, Moho Trapper with the 20. I'm going to thumb that up. Click. Everyone does need a class 1.5. Damn build RC. Did I hit an 8? I knew it. They do apparently. Apparently these guys, I've already forgotten the name of the company. They make a keyboard that has bigger keys. I don't want to be the reason for your bankruptcy. It would legitimately be. We were talking about this last week. It would be $100 to send a rig to New Zealand. Oh, yeah. If you're on mobile, I don't think you can actually see one of these. Driver 8, it's not too late. Is High Cruise on the wheel? Yeah. Driver 8 would go right here. I also can't type without looking. I didn't learn to type good. Yeah, keys for banana fingers. Absolutely, 100%. Oh, he ditched Netflix. Yeah, that's good. Does it appall anyone else that Netflix is $300 a year now? Like legit? Come on, they food. Doesn't that mean eat the food? All right. Is waiting for a giveaway a valid excuse for being late to a doctor's appointment? Absolutely. Coma alimentario or coma alimenticio? Coma alimenticio. They don't use that expression. What do you call it when you eat so much that you can't move? Boop. Here's my real problem. So, Victor, you're not too late. Oh, I was going to say you might be almost at the bottom. It probably won't be spelled right, but it'll be close. It'll be close enough to know. Have you shipped to Puerto Rico, and has it been expensive? Puerto Rico should be basically like shipping to the United States, because when I was doing when I was shipping stuff to the Scion stuff, I shipped to Puerto Rico all the time because the Puerto Rican folks could buy Scions. They sold Scion in Puerto Rico, even though Scion was American model only. Is there a bottom of a circle? Oh, yeah. I had to scroll down a little bit. Like it's a... Oh, did somebody just say, am I using a Stream Deck? You mean camera 1, camera 2, camera 3, camera 1? Split screen, wait screen 1, camera 1, camera 2, split screen, back to 1? Yes, I'm absolutely using a Stream Deck. I bought a Stream Deck specifically for video editing because hotkeys on Final Cut Pro X make your life easier, significantly easier. And I bought the little one. Not just the little one. I bought this one. I bought this little guy right here. And then we can go over there and we can go back to camera 1. I bought the little one, and then it turned out I need more hotkeys than that for Final Cut. So I bought the big one, the Stream Deck XL, and I use about half the keys on it because, again, the ham fingers, I basically, well, like you saw, if you saw that one, it goes camera 1, empty space, camera 2, empty space, camera 3. It's just, oh, the Stream Deck is supposed to be a game changer for Helldivers. Oh, yes! You could macro all of the call down things onto buttons. Oh, that would be amazing. Yes, ma'am. It's 2:06. We haven't even spun the wheel yet. It's 2:06.
It's 3:30 somewhere.
It's not lunch. It's not dinner time yet. She's up in here telling me that it's 3:30 already because she's hungry, I guess.
No, I have a headache.
I found out don't try to talk rapidly on a live stream and eat a coconut candy at the same time.
You don't say. The coconut.
I almost choked to death. I almost choked to death more than once. They're all saying hi to you in the chat. It's all saying hi, Mrs. C over there. So I think spin it when the cuckoo chimes. That's a good call. That's a good call. That goes off in about 10 minutes. So when that goes off, we will I will rush and switch the screens over, and we will mash the button. So that'll give me enough time to put Eddie's. I'm going to put Rusty's left side tires together. Does Mrs. C get her name on the wheel? Oh, no, absolutely not. She transcends the wheel. If she says, that looks interesting, the next thing you know, there it is. That's how that works. And because she loathes surprises, you have no idea how difficult it is to keep stuff like that hidden. The truck, do you mean like Chris, the computer guy? Do you mean that it is like in the real world? The body is a Toyota Stout. If you look up like a late 60s, early to mid 70s Toyota Stout, they are notable by this. These are actually lights on the full-size model right here. Well, you got in just in time because we added a little bit of time. Spectra V3i would go right here. Spectra V3i. He's now on the wheel. Meanwhile, everything under it is Mias, basically. Mias axles, Mias chassis, FMM with the gearbox. It is all of the electronics from a Axial Coyote. So this is the first, I'm pretty sure this is the first time that I've given away an RTR. All you need is a battery. It will fit a 2300. I want to say all the tests runs I've done on it, I've done with a little Z850. So your results may vary with a 2200 up front. Did you ever think your wife would be involved in the videos like she is? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not at all. And it was a side effect of her getting addicted to exercise. Because she would just come out and walk with me while I was trailing, because I would usually do a couple miles, 2 to 3 miles. And then she said, MFABRC. She said, that looks interesting. And then the rest is indeed history. Then built her her G-Wagon. And then she got her FJ and then a buggy, and now the one that she doesn't know about yet. I will say, though, the 2-speed actuator, for those of you that have one, you know of what I speak. The 2-speed actuator in the FMS is a sequence of question marks. She's the only thing she isn't grasping yet, and it's because I get it's just a practice issue. She doesn't practice it enough. Is driving towards herself. Been a fan long time, but my time zone never lets me see the live. Where are you? Where are you at? Where are you at? I'm always curious to find out where everybody is. We know where Hugo is, and I know where RC Family is, and I know where Irwin is because I've looked him up on Google Maps. No, she absolutely does not. She does not. She's going to find out Sunday morning. Oh, damn, Build, this is a Charisma Coyote 2.1, which is based off of the real-world Toyota Stout, which they're bringing back the Toyota Stout. So when you search for Toyota Stout to see the real-world one, definitely look up, like, classic Toyota Stout, because the new one is womp womp. It just looks like every other generic new jelly beaned thing. Whiskers is dead center of the U.S. Is that Kansas? Is Kansas in the middle? Over here on the left coast, we just imagine that Kansas is dead center in the middle. And he said yes, so it is Kansas. Max Flippage in North Alabama. I don't know what part of Alabama. Well, I don't know. Mr. Woodham got a rig. The way back when the first FCX10 here went to Alabama, but I don't know Alabama from anywhere. Oh, Connor Davis up in Maine. That's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite weekly watched YouTube channels. Jacob Knowles from up in Maine. Oh. Frank and Tarantino up in Michigan. I was born in Bath, Maine. Yeah, I will never see Maine. I don't think I'm ever going to see Maine. Shut up. I came back as a car. It's kind of like seeing the Dodge Charger become a four-door and then the Dodge Charger become a police car. It's going to cuckoo within the next 3 minutes, give or take a few seconds. It is gradually gaining. I don't know, is it gaining time or losing time? Because it's moving closer to being at 18 after the hour than it is 17. And because it's a 50-cent cuckoo clock that was bought at a swap meet and is made out of expanding foam, there's not a lot of documentation on how it works. How about a Mustang becoming a crossover? Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, Luke McFadden. I watch him too. You ain't no crabber. Yeah, it's just he just finished up crabbing season. I've noticed. Here's what I do. People ask me what crawler content do you watch, and I don't. I really don't. I'll watch some stuff, some little blurbs on product releases or whatever, but I don't really ingest crawler content. I watch all of the things that I don't do. I watch Fort9, which is about motorcycles and mountain bikes, and I don't ride motorcycles or mountain bikes. I watch Jacob Knowles fish for lobsters. I watch Luke McFadden fish for crabs. I watch Matt's Off-Road Recovery. I don't do that. I watch the Yogscast play video games. That's the only thing that I have that overlaps. But other than Minecraft, I don't really play any of the games that they play either. So I guess I go onto YouTube to watch the things that I don't do. Also, I mean, some of the channels are tough to. Some of the crawler channels are really tough. Oh, C90 Adventures. I love him. He is the best. When he puts up his counter of girly sounds that he makes, driving his stupid mini Jeep all the way across Moab. Oh, he's so good. He's so good. Okay, we're getting close. We're getting close. Days Gone was a good game. I liked that game. I went all the way through it, beat it straight. No hints, no internet, no nothing. It was fun. And then I just stopped. Like it didn't feel like it was an end game type of game. It was a game you played for the story and you got through. Yeah, Days Gone was good. Oh, there's my first Amazon of the day, either Amazon or UPS. I'll run and grab that after we give this away. It's coming up. I built a banana years back. What am I doing? Messing around. Losing his burrito. Yes. Ed. So good. Okay. All right. It's going to chime any moment. There's the wheel. We will begin shuffling now. Good luck to, that's probably enough. Good luck to everyone involved. And there it is. Good luck, everyone. Will it pick during the chime? Are we going to have to spin more than once? I feel like we're going to have to spin more than once. I haven't seen him today. Has anybody seen him today? Has anybody seen him today? Basically, we've done really well. Not here. You can at him? He was here last week. Come on down, B-D-D. B-D-B-D-B-D. Oh, if I get too close, I'll get a content strike. Oof. Yeah, if you say that he wasn't, if he can't be added, then he's not here. All right. Spinny, spin, spin. Closing, and we'll give it a couple more. Boop, boop. Bow. I know that guy. I haven't seen that guy today. Have I? Have I seen Mr. Morrison? That's what the M is for. Have I seen that guy today? Hasn't he won before? No. He sends stuff in. I I don't think I've seen him today. He's not here either. I wonder where he is. He's usually here for these. Yeah, sad day. He's not here. I have a build for him. Sent in by him in a box right over there. So, I mean, alas and alack. That's wild. Double shuffle. Spinner. So maybe we'll hit 3. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll hit it on 3. No way. No way. Come on. Can I get, like, legitimately, what are the odds? Like, seriously. This is Rorb all over again. The wheel wants what the wheel wants. It hit him on 2 different colors. He needs to go and play the lottery immediately. Okay. We're going to go with Robert. We're going to go with Robert Johnland. If it lands on him for a 3rd time, we're just boxing. I have his address in the computer. We're just boxing it up and sending it to his house. Okay. I don't know. Just give it to him. Someone get him on Discord. Where's he at? Where's he at? And yes, extra sad day. I don't know if I should. Okay, 2 shuffles. That's crazy. We know that guy's here, or was. Is it okay? This is really turning into it only gives things to YouTube channels. Again with the YouTubers. He was here. There he is. There's a little pumpkin. The conspiracy does indeed live. Rigged. Yeah, I guess. Well, here's the thing. As somebody pointed out last time, it is the Wheel of Names is on Google. So I don't know. Yeah. He hasn't said, yes, I want that. It's only been emojis in response. This is going to cost, legitimately, this is going to be $80 to ship this. And I can cover domestic shipping, which would be up to about $20. So it's like I say, these are never mandatory. It's entirely up to him. Yes, he wants it. Okay. There we go. Then it has been said. It has been said. So there will be a Crawler Canyon class 1.5 going to Belgium. Last time around when we sent the rig over, because Erwin earned that one. Remember when I did the thing where you had to watch the videos and find the hidden numbers? Erwin was the only person that sent in an entry that actually he hit the number. Like, he hit the number to the number. And then said that he didn't want Ratchet, so I built him the Flanco and sent him the Flanco. So now, Irwin is off the wheel. Irwin is off the wheel now. Because he has indeed won. Yep, he's off the wheel now. Yeah, candy corn going to the land of chocolate. Going to the land of chocolate. Stunod, I'm here. Did I miss? You did. Well, Zilla, your box was much bigger. This is like, she'll fit in an 18-inch box. So that's really going to help. A 6x is really big. Look at y'all with the 20s. Oh, man. I'm not going to be able to catch up. It's not going to catch up for a while. These are going to be going down. Stunod, you missed the craziest. It picked, the wheels picked BMFRC twice. And he's not here. Yeah, anything, RC Zilla, anything over 24 inches. Anything over 24 inches is an absolute murder show. So I have kept aside a Factor Meals box because they are beefy. And I've kept aside, and I'm going to cut a box down to basically fit this. Like, that box will be the size of this rig. You guys, look at it. Oh, thank you so much, everyone. Honestly, it's going so fast that I can barely see, like, who gifted what and how many gifted who. Like, up at the top, it's just little bubbles. Somebody dropped 20, and then somebody else dropped 20, and then there was a 5, and then another 5. And you know what I do? You know how it works. This is how it works, everybody. We're going to take all of that money. I'm going to take all that membership money, and we're going to build another one. And then in December, we'll do a couple live streams where we're building something, and then we'll give it away. Let me look at a calendar. So we'll pregame it right now. So the next for sure giveaway will be December 19th. Stunod, yes, a YouTuber won again. Gorilla Design, thank you indeed, sir. I'm gonna log back into Shippo. I'm gonna find all of the cheapest methods. I vote that Candy Cane is a crawler cane in 1.5 cage build. Oh, like the one JP Word has. And Moose Moss is extending Big Red by another couple of inches. Good grief. Okay, if it's rigged, I'm not rigging it. All right. I think we're safe with the knowledge that I'm not rigging it, because I would like if it's going to be rigged, I would like it to be rigged in my favor. Like, Chungus goes to a guy that lives in Santa Barbara, and he's going to come and pick it up. That's rigging it the way I like it. Rigging it to go, yeah, it's Google. It is Google. Google is rigging it. There is those old school TCS chassis I sent you. I feel like all the giveaways should be 1.5s. Oh. That's a distinct possibility. Yes, is Irwin Revolt? Yes, it is. So Team Revolt got this one. So a second rig, does Pirate ship internationally? I don't know. I've been using Shippo. Shippo was the cheapest one. I'll donate a set of adapter plates if you want to make KG Kane. That's not a bad idea. We should, Mia nylon straights? Mia's nylon straights with some 1.5 with some 419s? Did you laser out those pickle logos? I can't run my laser because, oh, wait, okay. I wish there was something that I could, okay. This is unprecedented, but I have to go get a box. So here's what we're going to do. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to miss a bunch of chat things, so don't ask me too many questions. I'm going to put you on the not off-scene wait screen 2, and I'm going to go grab my box. I'll bet what tires are good on a Mia Snellen Mullet Gold Rush? Tusks? Megs? All right, I will be back 2 minutes. Something definitely kicked the bucket over by my trash cans. And you know how there's like scent phases to decomp? It has a like kind of a rubbery smell. Almost like when you open a bag of Proline. Yeah, I've realized that new G8 tires smell kind of like death. So I haven't been able to run the laser. So, and here's why. Can you see the edge of it from the color of it from the edge? So I had to order from a laser place the specific wavelength. Look at how disinterested he is. The specific wavelength of acrylic, because it literally, I cannot express enough that it bathes the entire, but like you see right back here, it's pegboard because there's rigs hanging on the pegboard on the other side. Bright blue light comes through all of these holes. So I looked up, yes, it is my new laser. Ooh, stickers. Shout out JTech Photonics, not sponsored, didn't get a discount. They just happened to have exactly what I needed, and I'm not 100% sure where they're located, but it didn't take long to get here. And we got sweet laser in use stickers. So class 4 laser. My old laser was a class 1. The class 4 laser, they're basically like, the warning with the class 1 laser, it says, put your glasses on. Class 4 laser, it's like 4 paragraphs. Don't do this, never leave this unattended, don't do... Now, I'm going to make me some stuff. I am working on, are you ready? I am working on the thing to cut out pieces so that I can make the rig skids. Just laser them out. That's my goal. To laser them out of cheap Chinese plywood. But to do that, I have to make a whole ventilation system. I have to have that acrylic to stop the blue light from filling the whole building. JTech Photonics has a YouTube channel. I hope they don't become a channel member. Now this box, I don't know what's in it. I was supposed to have a bunch of orders coming in from Amazon. Oh. So these are the wheels for the one thing. Oh, if you're running AR-45s on it, then I'm going Mia straights 100% because I have a set under the bench. So these are what I'm going with on my Landy. Because I looked up classic Landy wheels, and this is basically what classic Landy wheels look like. They don't have the chrome, the machined lip, but that's fine. We're not going for 100% scale accuracy. I think these with some SSD hubs in the middle will look great. And I ordered classics for the wife's, in case she's close. I ordered the 4-slot for the wife's because those look better on the Defender. And I got Amazoned hard. I had the, if you've ever been delivered a set of Mias, a set of Trial, they're heavy. I took the box out of the envelope and noticed that it was suspiciously light. And I looked closer and someone had bought them, taken their stock wheels off, mounted the Trials to their tires, then took their stock wheels, put them in the Trial box, and returned them to Amazon. So these are the people that are going to break like this. This is what I'm talking about, ordering from Amazon. Try to tell me this hasn't been opened. Try to tell me. And I ordered 2 pair and got 1. So let's see. Let me pop open Amazon and find out where, because this is what's going on the Discovery. No, on the Defender. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That is really close to the smell of something dead by your trash cans. So let's see. Let's see where the other pair is. It still says arriving today. And it shipped postal. So they shipped 1 pair Amazon and 1 pair postal. Oh yeah, yes. Make sure both dots are the same color. Yes. Okay. So they're both G8. But I really wanted to mount her tires up. I got both. I got 1 for me and 1 for the wife. And then I was expecting it to be my new... I'm getting another microphone for the microphone that's up here. It's separate microphones for live stream and for recording the videos. Because the videos, the audio gets piped directly into this camera. There was an open shopping on Amazon for things that have been open and tried and can be bought at huge discounts. There should be. Instead, what they do is they just ship it. They get it back and they ship it out as new. Because if you receive something from Amazon and it has this, you know that has been returned. And, well, luckily this time it's actually just what it's supposed to be. But, you know, I would not have been surprised if we popped this open and this just had some OE tires in it that somebody had bought, taken out the Toyos, and then returned their stock tires for a refund. And here's the thing. They're going to break it. They're going to break the system. And here's what's going to happen. You're not going to be able to basically return anything. You're going to try to return something, and you're going to have to jump through every... I returned a microphone cable. I returned a cable. I returned it on Wednesday. It used to be that it would just auto-process the return as soon as the dude at Kohl's bleeped it. And now Return will be processed once you receive the item. It takes like a month for that stuff to make it back through Amazon. So the ripples are already radiating out through the pond. I don't want them to ruin Amazon, because Amazon has a convenience, the ability. Yeah. And lately it takes over a month for the return to process, and that's for Amazon credit, not back to my card. Yeah. And worse, but wait, it's worse. My wife, some of the people my wife works with, they just had a Halloween event at work, and more than one of these people bought items with the full intention of returning them as soon as the event was over, even after they'd used and worn the stuff. And I'm like, they're going to ruin it for everyone. Well, I've bought from fulfillment sellers, like fulfilled by Amazon, but it's a different seller, and you still get, as Aaron Schmidt says, empty, broken crap. It's really no guarantee. The best is used mattresses being returned at Costco. Here's the thing about Costco. I can't think of a time that I've been exiting the Costco, walked by the return desk, and someone not be returning a TV. And I was like, that's crazy. What are the odds that all these people have bad TVs? And my wife turns to me and she goes, no, sweet summer child. People buy a TV for like the Super Bowl and then watch the Super Bowl on the TV and then put it back in the box and return it. And I'm like, that is crooked as hell. And I guess that had never clicked in my consciousness, because I would never think to do that. I want to return a Victor ruler because it is just a sticker on a metal strip. I mean, that's what it is. It is a sticker on a metal strip. But you could also, you could get yourself a Mitutoyo. But then when you look it up and find out how much an 18-inch Mitutoyo costs, you buy a Victor for $7. I think we do all right. 18-inch ruler for $7. Now, I do take the cork off the back. I don't like the cork back. I got an empty servo box from Amazon before. I got one where I bought an AGFRC and someone had put an Amazon Red case in it. He's an old man, and he wants to make sure people are listening to him, is what it is. I've seen a Savox servo showed up, and it was only the case. I got a cliffhanger body. All that was in the bag was the trimmings, RTR tires, and Proline tire bags. It's amazing. Trust-based society got stabbed in a dark alley. But what made me decide to get Swampers? I think they'll work. The Swamper purchase was basically motivated by my experience with Trepidors. I think the environment that this gentleman is going to be run in, that's the quietest compressor interruption ever. Yeah, he's old and oiled, and he's in a little enclosure that he lives in. It's not, there are no pancake screamers in here. And there was, at the Lowe's about a year ago, they were clearing out a bunch of those huge verticals, the 200 PSI, like 75-gallon verticals. And they had a couple of them for $400. And I genuinely thought about buying one. And then I was like, but why? Our boy has been soldiering on in there. I bought that compressor in 1992. and he's still going. He's had like no less than 4 oil changes. His air filter fell off. His shroud that goes around the belt fell off. I have a rebuilt 60-gallon Snap-on that sounds like the walls are coming down. No, he's a quiet guy. But I thought you weren't a Swamper fan? Because Swampers aren't rock crawling tires. But I'm not going rock crawling. Are we going to get a tire test on the Toyos? I did the Toyos, didn't I? I've tested the Toyos. Have I? Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't have the heart. Yes, they are the 445 Toyos. And in order to accomplish that, Proline does nothing. They just put the same size. They put the same size foam in it. They do nothing. I don't have the heart to tell them. Somebody else tell them. I'm off duty. I'm punching holes in tires. I can't do it. Because the best tires that I got out on the trails, the Treps on the FJs, those Power Hobby Defenders on the Defender are amazing. Amazing. I would run no other tire. Yeah, Eric Fry's just pulling the Band-Aid off. Straight at him. Yeah. you How have I gotten this far in my life and never heard you snooze, you lose, you booze? Yeah. Back to back. And we pulled late. Like I usually shoot for like the halfway point. Yeah, he won 2 trucks today. And we're going to try out the Sputter Crawler knows what they're called. The, whichever ones these are with the, they feel just about right. They feel just about right. Very, very powdery. Taking it in Tennessee stride. Yeah, that seems about right. And it also does lend to the people screaming conspiracy, because the wheels only seem to give things to people with YouTube channels, because it just picked YouTubers. Yeah. If it had landed on him on the 3rd time, that would have been the universe decreeing. Have you tried the 9i mod ones with a solid rib in the middle? No, I have not. But I'm intrigued, as I do have some heavy rigs. Have I tested? I've tested these, right? I feel like I've tested G8 Swampers. TSL SX. If I haven't, no, I have to. Gotta have. What is the, what is Mr. Schmidt's definition of heavy? I have a sneaking suspicion that his definition of heavy is a lighter weight than my definition of heavy. Since you're doing, if the Milestar Patagonias are X2SS, yes. Or Michael. Possibly. Possibly. You know what? Possibly. Because I will test them, and the odds are they will end up on a giveaway rig that's being given away on December 19th. Because if they're X2S3, I am no huge fan of X2S3. 11-pound TRX4 Sport. I mean, yeah, that's heavy. But Sheila weighs 10 pounds, almost 11, and Bruce weighs 16. But they are very big. So yes, I will definitely agree that a 10-pound TRX4 is, an 11-pound TRX4 is indeed heavy. Yeah, Bruce is right around 16 pounds. 22-pound UDR. Yeah. Seeing as an Arma Kraton is only like 12 pounds. And I got the notification that that 3D printer number 2 is on a boat. So it should arrive, they say, between November 24th and December 4th, I think. So I'm almost looking forward to it. Yeah, the slow boat. It'll be on the boat for around 2 weeks. I think they say November 12th is when it's supposed to arrive on the boat. Can I see mounted 1.9 Proline boggers next to mounted 1.9 Fling Kings? I wish. I have boggers, but I don't have any Fling Kings. The Fling Kings left on the rig. I will tell you this, though. Boggers are very big. If you've never seen a bogger in person, they are exceptionally large. Like, for quick frame of reference, this is a, 475, and this is a bogger. Boggers are huge. Like 5.5s. And wide. They are real big. These will be a little bit big on a high trail. If you're putting them on a regular TRX4, they're going to be enormous because... Where are you at? There you go. Boggers are really big. One of the bigger 1.9s. Just gonna set that over there. I hope these are firm enough. I don't think these are gonna be firm enough. I'm gonna try it. It's one way to find out. And speaking of lighter weight seats, the CJ7, the axial 10.3 CJ7, the seats, the two front seats in that body weigh 1/4 pound. Just the two seats. I don't know what they were doing. I kind of wonder how they did it. I don't remember what's in here. Hair buns. Somebody made custom hair buns for me. Dual stage Canyon mediums. Somebody made Canyon mediums for those. Yeah. Boggers are big enough to put on a Rift. What wheels are on that truck you showed? They look like deep dish machetes. These are generic Amazon 1.9 clones in that matte gunmetal, like $30 wheels. There's absolutely nothing special about these wheels. You should still be able to find them all over Amazon or AliExpress, whatever your choice is for wheels. Good afternoon. It's great to be here. BMFRC won twice and wasn't here, so then Revolt in Belgium won the third time. So the ongoing conspiracy that the only people that win have YouTube channels, it's not helping fight that conspiracy, because both of them make YouTube stuff. So there may be some collusion between YouTube and the wheels. If it happens every time, it's not a conspiracy. Somebody won and didn't have, they stated that they didn't have a YouTube channel. So there has been a combo breaker in there. I don't know how much it's worth. I was driving my Ascent 32 while I was missing out on free trucks. You know what? I changed my mind. Now the universe evened things out. Because if we had known about the Ascent 32, we would have just immediately respun the wheels. If you're out participating in micro behaviors, then, I mean, this is what happens. You need to reevaluate your life choices. That's what you get for driving a micro. I tell you what. I am very comfortable in a certain range of scale, let's call it. Bruce at the top end, and something like this at the bottom, really. Like, I've tried smaller, and I always know that I have recourse. Because if something is too small and sparks the joy it does not, I just send it to Pennsylvania. Because I know it will live a happy life on a farm. Out in the wet woods. Yeah, these fit the tire extraordinarily well. You know, no, it might be okay. It might be okay. How long does it usually take for a rig to get to Belgium? It will probably be 10 days. Now, see, just got home from Norway. Could have taken my rig with me to go crawl in the forest. Yeah. Could. Oh, hold up. Got it. I was having a hard time interpreting that. I wish I had her wheels here. I wish they had messed my wheels up instead. Let me grab a face. Just slap a face in it, so at least it looks like a wheel now. Yeah, that's about on this body. That's about as big as you'd want to go. Yeah, Toyos go nice because the Toyos are really narrow, so they're like the same width as a Class 1. And if we're down on the pavement, we're talking another, I'd say 8 or 9 millimeters. It's about 8 or 9 millimeters taller. Yeah. I think the Toyos would go nice on there, which is why I think they'll go great on that, because this is the OE tire. So it's going to be that much taller. Basically the same width. Yeah. How long did you leave those other wheels in oven cleaner? God, it had to be 2 weeks. It was just the aerosol, the spray. And honestly, they looked like this in fairly short order. But I think what it was is spray it on and then just let them like dry. Because I think it was when the oven cleaner kind of dried up in the sun that it got that modelly finish on there. Unintentional, and it's probably going to be one of those things that I can't replicate. I have another set. I bought a set of red. Where are they? I bought a set of red wheels that I want to strip. You know, the old cheap Benedict Harry's. They were like $17. So I wanna ship. I want to try stripping these, strip the rings and strip the faces and strip the back, strip all of it, and see if I can get them to look that kind of same patina. Because I thought it would strip it down to, bare aluminum. It's what they do. It removes the anodization. But they really use those rims for the Christmas rig. Oh, now, I mean, they're already here. I don't even have to worry about it. Okay, we're gonna have an issue with the Toyos. They are definitely, because they're what do they call them, 445s? Yeah. Definitely too big for a class 1.
Blue class. 330 yet?
It's close. It's 302.
Closer than it was before?
Closer than it was before. Gotta find a set of wheels for a set of inserts. Yeah, only honest people get Amazon. How does MaxFlex white work on a tire? That I can't say. Those are too small as well. That insert also fats them out. Anybody running Toyos, what are you running? What are you running in those? And unless your answer is single stage open cell foam, in which case I could do that. But I need to find a better option. Oh, Irwin won this. And the news has already been broken to you. You won it twice, but you weren't here, so it picked your name twice. And then it picked Irwin, and now I got to ship this all the way across the Atlantic Ocean. But some people have chipped for shipping, and we'll make Irwin pay the rest, because nothing in life is free, as they say. Plus, I'm going to have to declare the value as like next to nothing, or he's going to get vatted.
What are you doing?
We're putting wheels together.
Does somebody have to tell you how many screws are there just by one look?
Yes. How many screws? Well, actually, there's a small enough number that I think they could just count them.
Count the grains of rice.
Yeah, trick-or-treaters are definitely coming here.
I think I'm going to lock up the house and turn off the lights.
And we're just keeping the candy?
Yeah.
I'm not opposed. We'll keep the candy.
Well, now that the oldest is going out partying, I'm the youngest.
So what time are they leaving?
5 o'clock.
Yeah, our youngest, as I said, is not. Oh man, candy corn as packing material would weigh more than the vehicle.
No, candy corn's delicious.
Candy corn is decorative. It is not intended to be eaten.
Oh, we have plans for tomorrow, just so you know.
Wait, what am I doing now?
You're going to West Hollywood and you're going dancing.
Oh, please don't say that's true. Please say you're playing a trick on me.
You're gonna go to the Abbey. He's going to the Abbey.
No.
On a Saturday to go dancing. Do any of you know what the Abbey is?
No. She is right.
Get guesses if they can see what the Abbey is.
She is right. Candy corn is awesome. Candy corn is the equivalent to circus peanuts candy, which is both proof of Satan's love for you.
And you know what's better than candy corn? The candy pumpkins. They're the candy corn, but they're like the pumpkins, so they're the chocolate candy corn.
RC Zilla says tomorrow suddenly sounds horrible.
Because of the Abbey or West Hollywood?
Your pick. Take your pick. I can't argue.
Those of you who don't know what the Abbey is, just think of a Pink Pony Club at the song. So yeah, similar. Well, we were going to go to a hockey game, but that got kiboshed.
Why's that?
Because there's 6 of us now.
There's 6 of us.
Aiden, Ashley, Teresa, her man, you, me.
So who threw the wrench in that? I haven't even gotten to see a hockey game this year.
Oh, they're bad. It's not a good year to go. We're only in the first couple of weeks.
Yeah, so our hockey team by geographical proximity is the
the rain would be closer.
Yeah,
honestly.
Is the single A basically? No, they're one below regular NHL. Coachella Valley Firebirds. I've posted pictures from the games a couple times. Apparently, betwixt last season and this season, all of the good players went up to the NHL because...
No, they're also on other teams because when they come to play on a rival team now, they boo them.
Because the Firebirds did a fire sale, and now they're apparently terrible. Candy corn is what's found in pumpkin poop.
If that was true, I'd have a pumpkin patch.
Gross. Absolutely gross. It's the pink pony truck. La 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 la. I have to say, like, I've heard it. I know what Chapel Rowan is, but like, I don't know about it, or like, I don't know what Chapel Rowan is about. So I don't know what would constitute a pink pony truck.
So I don't know about a truck. Ooh, so it would be a queen basically. So, I mean, you could make it a drag queen.
So like a lady truck, but with a mustache.
Well, no, that's a king.
I'm a big fan of the word betwixt. Not enough. My pumpkins aren't pooping. What am I doing wrong?
Shake them.
Apparently you shake them, and candy corn falls out. So you're really, you're this is like the cats.
But I'm bored. I only had one meeting today.
Okay, this way you can get the unfiltered reaction, Charles. I will just pose this question to my wife. I will say, hey, what is your opinion on truck nuts?
Ew. You mean like what Philip has hanging from his Jeep?
No, like the ones that look like actual testicles.
I think it's gross. What am I going to go hang a vagina from the back of my truck? I think it's disgusting.
She's not a fan of trunk nuts.
I'm going to like steal their nuts and hang a vagina. See what they like. See if they like it.
She is a low talker.
Oh, they couldn't hear me?
Yeah. Well, that escalated quickly.
Some of them hurt me.
I've definitely told you about the tiny Asian artist. Like, I would get into the art show every year at college, and there was a girl who won Best in Show,
She did a lot of vaginas.
and she made a 6-foot tall stainless steel wire woven, obviously a
They
vagina.
were flowers, but it was very obvious.
And there was one that was butterflies, but they were also obviously vaginas. And when she won Best of Show and it had the little ribbon on the side of it, I went and I stood next to her and I said, "So what do you think if in the next show I just make like a giant 6-foot wooden phallus? Do you think I would also win Best in Show?
No.
Or do you think I would get kicked out of the university?"
You would get kicked out.
And I would 100% get kicked out of the university.
But he won for making ice picks.
I did.
So
I did make ice
they were
picks.
kind of phallic. I mean, if you
I mean,
could you
but
find
that's
them to show the shape?
no. That's
no. It was still symbolic, and it still kind of
yeah,
looked
but
like,
that's symbolic imagery. Hers was it's that bit from Austin Powers, only instead of it being penises, it's vaginas, where everybody's like, "That's a vagina." I do have a Subaru. I have told my youngest that I identify as a lesbian.
Oh, your youngest does not like that.
Oh, the youngest
is woke.
The youngest is woke and gets real mad when I say I identify as a lesbian because I like women, I woodwork, and I drive a Subaru. And those are pretty much the 3 boxes that you have to check.
But how would you feel if I said I identify as a gay dude?
So you only like guys? Stay away from my butt. That's my response to that. My response to that is absolutely Jesus' 7th parable. Nah. So he says, just a set for Bruce then?
Okay, if Bruce gets a set of nuts, then Sheila's getting a vagina. It's going to hang from her.
Well, somebody said if a truck vag will show up next week if all goes well.
Oh, I would hang it.
Look, I still need to monetize these videos. That's how this whole thing works.
Oh, we've said this word a lot. Yeah. Wait, are you not allowed to say that word?
Vagina?
Yeah.
No, you can say vagina as
approved
much as you
word.
want. I'm not 100% sure you can monetizably dangle a vagina from your vehicle.
Oh, just blur it out. You have
Oh my God, I'm putting in trackers to blur out the 3D printed vagina that's dangling from the vehicle. Someone who was talking about making a car vagina whip lips
Oh,
instead of truck nuts. You need to wear cargo pants and Birkenstocks. I do wear flip flops a lot, but I could do cargo shorts, I guess. I won't like it. Won't like it.
The Dickies are pretty, like almost like cargo, aren't they?
Yeah, I think the lesbians would wear the Dickies shorts too. Just guessing. The 3D printing guys now have a mission. Oh, I hope they don't accept it.
Oh, you're going to be contacting the 3D printing guys for Anime Expo. I've got some challenges for them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How about we eliminate the middleman, and we'll just send you to the 3D print guys.
Rude.
Half
You're gonna send me to them?
I'm gonna put you on the Discord. It's gonna be Mrs. C on the Discord, and you can tell the 3D print guys what you need printed.
Okay.
The lips need to flap in the wind, someone asks. Well, we are rock crawling, so maybe we're not going fast enough for the flapping.
No, and we like to keep them tight, so let's not let them flap.
Yeah, I do not have a butch haircut.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I shop at the Lowe's. Apparently, Lowe's is for lesbians and Home Depot is for Republicans.
He doesn't wear flannel though.
I do in the winter.
Oh, your flannel jackets.
Yeah.
Like my sister, who always asks, "Why do people think she's a lesbian?"
Canadian Yeti says Halloween was short-lived due to rain. Now I get to drive back home telling the kids to stop eating all their candy. Tiny trucks go R-rated. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Chuck Hurley says he's a country guy and he doesn't wear flannel. Well, okay, so Chuck Hurley might have some input into this. He's a country guy that works with his hands all day. Are you upset that that they ruined Carhartt? And I don't mean they ruined the company. I mean a bunch of people that don't know which end of the tape measure is used to measure started wearing all the Carhartt. And now if you have a Carhartt jacket on you, people look at you like you're a poser. No. I have that canvas duck Carhartt jacket because I don't care if I wear it in the rain or I don't care if it gets motor oil on it because that's what it's for. But there's people running around wearing Carhartt t-shirts with a Carhartt jacket over it and a Carhartt hat, and like they've never even owned a boot. I think you should have to qualify to wear Carhartt. There should be a little check mark on your plumber's license that says yes, you are authorized. This is an authorized Carhartt vendor. Did my Ruptures pictures come through on email? Yes, they did. I'm interested. They are super wide. They're like beach ball wide, like White Rovers.
I forgot there was actually a reason I came out.
Oh, what a regal man.
He's getting tail on my desk though.
Look at that regal man. He's just.
Wait, you aren't showing any like.
No, I did it like that. I just, of course he's sitting on a laptop. Do you eat bananas for the shape? If yes, you can't wear Carhartt.
Oh dear Lord. Only if they're dipped in chocolate.
I think you should have to saddle a horse in order to wear a cowboy hat too. I don't disagree.
I can.
To quote the guy on the subway, 100% agree. Yeah, all the HIPAA violations. I was like, lady, I know how to work a phone ish. She must really be hungry. She was out here bright and early. Okay, so I think we've agreed. So I've got to order another Capra cage. And I've got the axles. And JP Wirt says he'll get me the adapters. And we'll put those red-ass wheels on it. That cat looks like my cat. I'm on the website for the Fusion Pro Elite, and it says it has a 10 amp BEC. The documentation that comes with the Fusion Pro Elite, I'm looking around as if I knew where I set it down this morning. It says 5 amp BEC, and until that is updated, it has a 5 amp BEC in it. With strong built-in switch mode BEC, the continuous peak current is up to 5 amps. Up to 5 amps. So if it has a 10 amp BEC in it, until they change this, and I'm going to keep telling people that it's got a 5 amp BEC in it. Christmas rig gets white wall tires. Yeah, could do. I'm gonna try to remember. Do we have another one? Oh, for sure. I don't get paid for a long time. I don't get paid for 3 weeks. So I will see all of you in between now and then several times before orders go in. What are the live stream dates in November? I think do they go 7/14/21? We got 4 live streams in November. 7/14/21/28. I get paid on the 21st, theoretically, We'll see how that works. And hopefully between now and then, someone will remind me of some tires that I need to order. I'll test those Patagonias, and if they do as well as if they're next to S3, they will do absolutely as well as I anticipate they will. They're going to go on the 1.5 rig, and then they'll be someone else's problem. That's how that's going to work. Christmas rig should be a Winnebago with a full shitter. Come on, Clark. What's funny is in that box over there is a Winnebago. I have a Capra cage from the kit not being used I could send in. Mr. Clark, absolutely do that. If the more of this we can crowdfund, the better. I will supply the axles and the rims and most likely the tires. I just read Robert's comment and then had to go back up to read Neil's comment. Excellent. I'm kind of upset about Carhartt, but I saw it coming. I've said for years when your favorite workwear brands logos get big, that's stage 2. Stage 3 is when they start making kid sizes. Yeah. Yeah, I do have electronics. I guess I should just keep holding on to this stuff. I guess we found a reason for, like, that thing is getting this. Just slapping the whole thing in there. We'll choose a gearbox. We'll pick a gearbox. Yeah, they definitely already make kid-sized Carhartt. He's absolutely right. Stage 3 is when they start making kid sizes. Yeah. I mean, like, you might be a guy that works with your hands if these are your... There's... Still got the mud packed in them. My Chippewas, which, if I have to put these boots on, it means that it's going to be a long-ass day. It started off as a long day, and it's going to end as a long day if I have to put these boots on. There's different stages. Anybody who works with their hands can tell you there's different stages of what kind of day it's going to be. If you have to put the full Gore-Tex waterproof boots on, it's going to be a day. And then if you have tool bags, what we just call bags. If you have bags and you have to put for me, if I have to put bags on, it's a job now. Like, we're not messing around. It's, oh my God, I just went to a North Face store. I gave a challenge to my children and said, try to find an object of clothing in here that doesn't say North Face on it. And I don't think there is one. I don't think in that entire store you can find an article of clothing that doesn't say North Face on it. I had to cut the battery tray with a Fusion SE on the Amazon Nod too. I mean, I have a bunch of stealths. So I can just put a stealth in it. Now, I know that messes with the interior, but I'm not averse, I'd actually be absolutely fine, because we're building a little stubby Capra, which I've never built before. And then I saw yours and I was like, oh man, I should build one of those. That's a little stubby guy. And then this whole thing started spiraling out of control. Red, white, and green LEDs. Let's not get crazy. We'll get to the. We've got wheels, and apparently I'm getting a cage and adapters, and I've got. It sounds like if stuff starts coming over, it sounds like we've got almost everything except tires. Like, I've got electronics, I've got axles, gearbox, motor, servo. I don't think I'm going to saddle anyone with that little weird servo though. It'll get a blue case. Oh no, I'll get a red case. We can't have a blue case on there. It's got to be thematic. It needs all the lights. What we'll do is we'll just hook up a bunch of lights to that lighting controller, and then no matter what input you give it, a bunch of lights will twinkle on it. That would be my dream goal, to just festoon it with LEDs. It is the Christmas rig. Maybe we'll have to give it away earlier than the 19th, because you got to have it in time for Christmas. So maybe December 12th instead, maybe. We'll, we've got time. We can figure it out. Oh, Clone Toyo's on the way. Do it on Black Friday? We could, that is a month away. I think we can get all the parts together and give it away by the 28th. I think we can do that. Yeah. That's a good goal. Yeah. That's a good goal. So we'll make a soft goal to have Candy Cane ready to go for the live stream of the 28th, because that gives me several weeks, at least 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks to accumulate all of the bits. Yeah. And as long as I keep getting stuff in, and as long as I have stuff to build the rigs, I'll keep giving them away, because I genuinely don't have room to keep all of them. And for me, building them is as big of a part of it as anything else. I'm into the building of it as much as anything else. So hopefully the rest of my damn Amazon orders will show up today. I gotta figure out, like, what am I gonna put in these? I did not take this into consideration. I did not take the 445 thing into consideration. And I learned my lesson about trying to shim out silicones. It doesn't like it. I'm wondering if maybe I can take a set of silicones and cut them down narrower. Because, like, vertically, the typical, that height is about right. It doesn't feel overstuffed, but it's far too wide. They are very easy to cut, though. I think I have some Class 2 Injoras, but Class 2 Injoras are a little bit taller. Not a ton taller, but a little taller. Just fill them with socks. Yeah, that's a little stuffed. I can feel that that's a little stuffed, but the width is much closer. Greens, maybe? I only have Class 1 greens. I don't have any Class 2 greens, I don't think. No, I got two. Oh, but counterpoint to my own point. 3D, nothing. There they are. These Klingons have been mounted for, I got like 2 minutes. These Klingons have been mounted for a while because I meant to go out and retest them in the heat. You all saw that happen, right? Never once even popped into my head. But that fly was so big, I'm surprised that the microphone didn't pick it up. All right. That might be the guy. pack it real quick. See if this will work. See how easy these FMS plastic 8-bolt bead locks are to mount. Pretty easy. I just basically want to see with a couple screws in them how squidgy, if at all, do these. You should get an RC tank and make a track crawler. Tracks are terrible at crawling. They're great at mud. Tracks are great at mud. Let's see how this fills out. It looks pretty good. Because I'm going to have to mount them up like this, as her wheels had to go on reorder. And Lord knows when those will be here. Ooh, I do not like these wheels. I do not like these wheels, not one little bit. I can press the rim together. Yeah, that looks all right. That's okay. And that's just an Endura green. I don't know, the blue felt really overstuffed. That profile looks all right. I mean, no matter what, it's going to be better than this. Actually, pretty close. Pretty close. What did your kids choose to be for Halloween, which is difficult? You guys like cosplay, so it's Halloween more than once a year. Yeah, exactly. The big one, nothing. And the small one, I don't know. They had said that they weren't doing anything, that they weren't going out for Halloween. And apparently they are now. I mean, that's fine. You know, they're 20, so they're allowed to do whatever they want, really. It does kill their mother a little bit, though. They're going out on holidays and whatnot. So now I've got that to deal with. I'm going to go take my wife and feed her, because I don't know if you were picking up what she was putting down, but she came out here to ask if it was eating time at 2 o'clock. Where did the Cherokee come from? That is Woody. Yes, that is the Land Rover wheel, right? So I ordered the exact Trial version of this, just in black, because other than the Camel Trophy ones, they all pretty much just came with black wheels. So I think the blacks will look just fine. Woody was a prisoner exchange. Woody is from Pennsylvania. Miata Commuter. Miata Commuter and I did a prisoner exchange where Lord Pennaby went to live on his forever home in Pennsylvania. And I keep Woody here because Woody was class 1.5 before class 1.25. Closer to class 1 because it's a hard body. And I didn't know. And Woody was here for like 2 years, just hanging on a shelf gathering dust. And now Woody is here as the backup tire test guy in case a tire doesn't. She is back in case a tire doesn't work right under the weight of Dusty. So we did not spin in, but that doesn't mean we don't spin out. So I will get in touch with Erwin on the Discord or on Instagram or through some other means. Don't forget, if you wanted stickers or anything, just let me know. Email to crawlercanyon@gmail.com. And if you're not on the Discord, and I assume it's only a couple of you that aren't, if you're not on the Discord, you should get on the Discord, because the Discord is kind of like this, only we ramble on about everything just all week long. So, hoi! Gotta get at least one spin in. Back to white. Never even went to cameras. We take time. We take time and we kill it. We are time killers. We are the time killers. Happy Halloween, everyone. Happy All Hallows Eve. I will see you all. Girl Life, I can't figure Discord out. If you go to the channel description, there's a link to it. And if you click on it, it'll just take you through the steps. So have a good Halloween. Have a good evening, everyone. Enjoy your trick-or-treating if that's a thing that you're doing. Although in Europe, I don't know, they do it in Europe, right? Halloween's everywhere. Thanks so much, everybody. I will see you in the next one.